touchdown. Devo in the slot, this is my end zone. Give me everything you got. Defense, hit him with that Cosa Nostra. Quan Alexander, this dance, shake both sides. 49er Empire, 49er Empire. This is for the fan base, die hard, set by. Stand up, 4-9 to the heart, baby. Pull on back in Candlestick Park. Let's go.
Fam, let me tell you though, don't watch the Monday night game. Let me look and see as worse it was 2 minutes ago. Last time I looked, they still 28 points. Where's Aaron Donald? 28 points in the first half against the Rams. Rams got 6 lousy points. And the relevance is this. I guess our guys are on the plane already. On their way to Baltimore area? Oh, God. I ain't gonna lie. I'm concerned. And I'm on Twitter. I'm voicing my concerns. Right? There goes Dre to throw. All of a sudden, I feel like I got hit with a block from Juice. Bam! Jason. Man, I'm so tired of y'all talking about overrating the bus. Dre, is it the Rams being sorry, or are they actually that dang good? Okay, you know what? Let's all just calm down, okay? I know in the chat a lot of people have already calmed down. I'm just looking at them. I'm just thinking, oh, they just do anything they want to do, don't they? So anyway, we'll see about that though. Anyway, a special shout out to Ryan Clark, who has seen the light, and yesterday was surprised and stunned by the 49ers defense. They're going to start believing sooner or later, fam. Also, Stephen A. Smith is still talking unrighteous rhetoric. That's fine. I posted him up on Twitter, Instagram. If you want to check out, see what it says. I don't feel like repeating him. Stephen A. Smith really does need his ass kicked, doesn't he? Okay, but anyway. Fam, let's get right down to business. We got hey, George Kittle playing with a bone chip in his left ankle, and he got that during October 31st, and this is what, November? We're heading toward the end. When we won with the Cardinals. He also just 24 days ago. From a popped capsule. Have you ever heard of that condition before? Yeah, I've never. Well, hey, what are you going to hear about football? You're going to hear about things you've never heard before. Popped capsule in the back of his knee. And Coach Shanahan said when you find out a guy has a broken ankle after the first play of the Arizona game, and we were told he could come back in, that doesn't make sense to me either. You know what? The doctors are probably just like everybody else. Normally, we would tell people to please, your day's over, go ahead, get in the locker room, take a shower, and we'll get some treatment done on that, I guess, Monday. Not George Kittle. It's George Kittle, yeah? Does he feel like he wants to play? Oh, yeah, of course he does. Go ahead. Dudes, George Kittle's that's a different breed. George Kittle's a throwback, fam. This is back in the days. Football players used to play like this all the time. Who was it? Was it Hacksaw Reynolds? There is a football player that played in the Super Bowl with a broken leg. George Kittle could have played with those guys. So anyway, Shannon, it's described as a injury was like when a piece of tree bark comes off a tree, it does not impact the stability of the tree, according to Shanahan. So it says Kittle could not injure himself any worse by returning to action. Kittle played another 3 quarters with the injury before sitting out the past 2 games, as you already know. You're able to go with it, but it's extremely painful, according to what Shanahan says, and that was a choice he made in that game. We'll make it up for him. We'll make it for him if it's not stable. But if it's stable, so he can go as long as he can tolerate the pain. George Kittle has a threshold of pain that is probably beyond most human beings. So I guess we will see him this Sunday. Boy, but that stuff he had his knee with the pop capsule, that took time and had to heal up. So that's some of the explanation. If you've not heard yet, that's pretty much not talking about a nutshell. Kittle's a nut. In a nutshell, that's what happened to George Kittle and why he was out. And he probably would have played. George would have played immediately after that, after he told him the capsule thing in his back of his knee. As soon as they would have told him that was George was going to race back out on the field. So, and I'm glad he did. DeMontre Moore has a broken forearm. He's done, but that now makes room for Valawaga, who's probably going to come back. It seems that D Ford is going to come back into action this weekend, along with Matty Ice. And, the situation here, I'm concerned about Joe Staley coming back and playing the left side. I'm really impressed with the fact that Brunskill came in and relieved a slain Justin School. So if Staley comes in and he can't handle it, I can rely upon Brunskill coming in because I'm feeling good about that. He came in and did a fine job. Because McGlinchey took care of one of the Smith brothers. I didn't hear about him all game long. I do remember something, maybe, but nothing serious. McGlinchey says, I embarrassed myself my first week back. I did okay the second week, but I'll be damned if you're going to come in here today and destroy my quarterback. And he did. Good. Hats off to McGlinchey. And as I say, Brunskill came in and took care of Za'Darius for the most part. Za'Darius became a non-factor as soon as Brunskill came in. I'm amazed with that. So, anyway, we got guys coming back next week, and we're going to need them because I'm a little concerned about what's going on tonight in L.A. I know you're not, but I'm going to be realistic about this. He scares me, okay? Lamar Jackson he's learned how to pass. Okay, I'm not gonna scare you with that. You make up your own mind on that. But anyway, let's go ahead and give out some grades tonight. And Sullivan, Lamar 0 incomplete passes, 3 TDs passes, 0 line held, Donald 0 tackles. Earl Thomas all over Kittle. Ravens D-line is really good. Okay, thanks, Owen, for sharing that, and thanks for the contribution as well. I was aware of that as I was watching the game, though. I mean, if your mission was to scare me, okay, it worked. Anyway, I'm not going to stay scared, though. I got a feeling by the time, about a day before, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to build up my bravado, as I always do, start talking smack. But I'm saying you right now, if that score ends up in the 50s, which is what it seems to be heading toward, and the Rams only score a few points, I will be concerned even further. The Rams are bad, but I don't know if they're this bad, okay? What they did to Brady and that defense, there's a need to be concerned. All right, it's early in the week. Robert Saleh and the guys are figuring this out. Let's not be concerned. All right. 49ers versus Packers results in making another nobody out of an NFL team. The Niners beat the Packers in the first quarter to the fourth quarter in what appeared to be a no-mercy card more than a football game. So, fam, let's go ahead and look at it's talking about report cards for this game. See, I'm all shook up. I shouldn't have watched the Ravens. I'm telling you, they're making me crazy here. Okay, let's get 49ers, they get high marks across the board for the dominating performance last night. The team got out to a fast start and put the pedal to the metal from the start. You talk about all gas and no brakes. Woo-wee! 37-8 victory over the Pack, bringing a refreshing lift to Levi Stadium that convinced all witnesses that the 49ers are for real. Hashtag, we ain't beat nobody. The Packers are now nobody. The 49ers D held arguably the NFL's best quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, the worst statistical output of his career, and the offense got back on track and rolling with the return of G. Kittle. Fam, let's go ahead and break it down real quick and let you get in here and give me some observations on your part. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm advised, don't watch that Rams game. Not good. Really not good for you. 49ers run game got going again as they averaged 5.1 yards per rushing attempt after struggling on the ground. In the past 3 games, Tevin T.C. scored on a 2-yard touchdown run on the 49ers' first offensive play of the game. Haim, the Dream Mostert, capped the scoring with a 15-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter. Mostert had 45 yards on 6 rushing attempts. The return of Kittle was huge, helping the 49ers not just in the passing game, but also in helping get the run game going as well. The 49ers missed his skills tremendously as a run blocker during his 2-game absence. 112 yards by committee on 22 carries. I'm going to give it a B+. Here's the reason why. I it could have been an A, but I need to see Matty B and company back out there all together once again. I want to know how good this team is. Since that's not as good as we've seen the 49ers do, give them a B plus on that. All right. Passing offense, Jimmy G was on point. He completed 14 of 20 passes attempts for 253 yards with 2 TDs and no INTs. Thank the Lord for that. Because if there'd been one INT, it'd have been all about the INT and nothing else. Good. His pass rating was 145.8. Kittle was exceptional as usual. G targeted Kittle 6 times. Yeah, you know what? And Jimmy does have to grow out of this, though. He has got to be able to deal even if Kittle's gone. But you know what? Look at Tom Brady without Gronk. All right? Tom's got one guy he trusts out there, and that's Edelman. This is a thing I think most quarterbacks are going to be. There's nothing that can be done about that. I mean, Kittle is Jimmy's, that's his comfort blanket, his baby ball. It's everything that you need to be comfortable. G's got to have George. That's all there is to it. Because George makes everything else work, too. That's why. They connected each time for 129 yards, including a 61-yard touchdown, striking it. And I'd say the most favorable thing in this game was, the biggest factor in this game, there were no frigging drops. There weren't any. The 49ers caught everything. When that happens, it's just a perfect world, fam. Debo Samuel had 2 catches for 50 yards with a 42-yard touchdown. Debo said I would not be denied. You see them dudes working hard trying to catch him, too, weren't they? Gave the 49ers a 20-0 lead late in the second quarter. Jimmy was sacked 3 times for 26 yards. But you know what? He's going to learn to throw that ball away. I'm sure they're going to look at the film and say, Jimmy, when you got no one there up, plays breaking down, and you see that rush coming at you, don't keep looking for a play. I know what you like to do. Get over it. Change it. Get rid of the ball. You don't need to take all those sacks all the time. Left tackle Justin School filling in for veteran Joe Staley, as I mentioned, struggled early and was mercifully replaced by Daniel Brunskill. But Jimmy G in the passing game, I'm going to give him an A. If for no other reason that the guys wouldn't drop the ball. That's all I ask. You get the ball in your hands, catch the friggin' ball. Catch the ball. That's all A. Rushing defense, Aaron Jones. Running back Aaron Jones. Having a strong season for the Packers. Everybody knows about that. But he did not have much room to run last night against the 49ers. Jones gained just 38 yards on 13 carries. That's a 2.9 average. Fred Warner had another strong showing with 11 tackles, and those were solos. While Dre Greenlaw checked in with 8. And the story of the night, Fred was the story of the night, but his co-star, nose tackle DJ Jones, baby, returned to action and turned the Packers center into an embarrassment. I'm talking right, Mrs. Jones, baby boy, was not putting up with no running last night. He would not have it. He wasn't going to put up with it. I'm telling you, DJ added to the stats, 2 tackles for loss, and they just quit messing with DJ, period. They started trying to run around the sides and everything else, and you know who met him over there? I was delighted. I said, look at DJ. I mean, DJ was just Earl Mitchell should have, we can't say that about it now. Earl Mitchell should have been retired last year. I didn't even know DJ Jones could play like this. Remember all them games we looked at the game, DJ Jones standing on the sidelines, talking to the rest of the guys on the team with his clothes on, and Earl Mitchell's out there messing up? Oh, my God. Well, you know what? That's fine. Because, this is the start of the new 49er order anyway. I almost said the New World Order. You're right. That's exactly what I was going to say. The 49ers are all about. They sit upon the throne of the New World Order. Understand that, NFL? And I'm going to stop being scared of Lamar Jackson in a minute. I ain't lying. I'm getting fired up now. Pass the defense. Fam, it does not get much better than what the 49ers were able to accomplish against the future Hall of Fame, A-Rod. Rodgers completed 20 of 33 passes with just 104 yards with 1 touchdown and no INTs. And truth be told, had Sherm, we had a shutout, fam. We would have shut out Aaron Rodgers and his merry men had Sherm just would have straightened up when You know what, though? Sherm had something to say about that. Rodgers' 3.2 yards per attempt was the lowest in his 169 career starts. He also was sacked 5 times from minus 38 yards, and one of those sacks came on the opening series and led to a short field for the 49ers offense. Which, by the way, Nick Bosa picked up. That's his second time that Nick almost scored a touchdown. Fred Warner has brought new meaning to the term step up your game, and since Quan Alexander left, recorded a sack and a forced fumble. Remember last week? Fred's got about 3 sacks this year, I think, already. Nick Bosa, as I mentioned, recovered at the 2-yard line, setting up Coleman's short TD run. 49ers pass rush was as good as advertised. Eric Armstead had 2 sacks. Bosa and Warner each had a sack. Buckner and Kowalski T had a half a sack apiece. And J-Dub, the boy I've been defending, the dude I've been defending for a long time. Straight up money. 2 passes defense, and some of them are key. Took the ball right out of Jimmy. Get out of here with this, man. Not on my watch. Get your butt up and get on back over it. God, I loved it. And about Sherm, I called for them 2 penalties. He did good, but otherwise he did a good job on Devontae Adams. Here's the thing. Sherm, and I would love to look into it. I haven't had time to do that yet. Sherm said that it was the refs that were in the wrong, not him. The rules stipulate, and you can throw a man out of bounds, but you have to wait to a certain time. I believe when it's before the ball is released or something like that. Anyway, the rule is clear. And Sherm, yeah, you know what? He's still Sherm, and he does too much for the team to get too much into that. But Sherm, we had a goose egg, okay? I'm just saying, they still get an A. That secondary is the reason why the front line was doing so well. A-Rod didn't have anybody to throw at 90% of the time. And when he tried, it was for nothing. Special teams, Mitch the Wishnowski had a big day, averaged 45.5 yards on 4 punts, but his net average was actually even better than that, than the gross, actually, because of some great coverage from Mostert and others. The Packers actually lost yards on their punt returns. Mitch Wish net was an impressive 46.3 yards. And here's the thing. Remember those days, each and every game, at least once, we had to watch Bradley Pennant shank one? Mitch hasn't shanked a thing all year, and he had one kick that he called a shank that was absolutely beautiful, but he didn't like it. See, this is a dude I'm talking about. He's a perfectionist, and what we enjoy, Mitch is looking at it like shaking his head like, oh, that could have been a lot better. Really? Hell, well, yeah. And Chase McLaughlin continued to fill in for Robbie Gould. He made field goals for 29, 27, and 48 yards. The 48-yarder came on the final play of the first half and gave the Niners a 23-0 lead. And that certainly gets an A for special teams. Overall, this was the start of a beautiful 3-game stretch. Of course, you're probably peeking over at that game right now. I'm not going to look at that again because last time I looked, it was 28-6 and the first half wasn't even over. That is disturbing for me. But anyway, this is the beginning. The 49ers made this game look way too easy against the Pack. It was complete domination all the way around. The defense was fantastic. The offense was very efficient, except on third downs. Coach Shanahan and his staff certainly got the better of the Packers. Coach Matt LaFleur and staff, which was very interesting since they know each other so well. 49ers are a team that has a chance to get better and better down the stretch. And this was as impressive as it gets. It's an overall great. There's very little to criticize in this game, except for Sherm not allowing us to get that goose egg on the Packers. Do you realize, and even though they gave the 8 puny points, do you realize what the talk would have been around the NFL? 49ers shut out Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? They didn't score a thing? Whoa, that defense. As Quan Alexander would say, they really are legendary. Whoa, man, I can't wait. And fam, hey, also, we didn't do this last night, but your assessment of Jimmy G and who gets the Niners game ball, if you want to add that into any of your grading of what happened. Also, we're going to give away tonight, I got them right here, fam, your entries into, I got them all in that, your entries into who's going to join Shabazz for the Los Angeles Rams game. And the way the Rams look like tonight, they may not even be around for that game. What is the score now? Okay, don't tell me. And Faithful Ladder Empire, are we wearing 94 throwback jerseys ever again? Yeah, well, no, not this year, I don't think. I don't know. Did we do it twice yet? And Old Sullivan goes on to say, if Niners lose, the Seahawks win next week, Seahawks won. Oh, and here's the thing. Even if you win, you can't beat the 49ers, Owen. It was just a lucky thing. Is Owen a Seahawks fan? That whole lucky thing is not going to be repeated twice. The next time we see you, we will have George Kittle. Yes. And that pretty much does it for whatever chances you possibly had. You didn't really win that game. We missed the field goal. Let's keep things in proper perspective, Seahawks fans. If you're going to join us, stop lying, okay? You didn't really win the game. You didn't outplay us. Russell Wilson threw an INT. Okay, I'm being told to stop it. Okay. Hawks fans are just bizarre people to me. I mean, what they got away with the prayer that we missed. They got a chance, and they kicked the field goal to beat us. And they're walking around talking as if they were actually a better team. Okay, I'm sorry. On the night I love the hate says, we might have to go 15-1 to keep the top spot. I'm all for hashtag bang bang night. Gibson, Ravens run the ball until they get into the red zone. Glad to know Greg Roman hasn't changed. Joe Rockstar says offense need to be on point, and we got to score for a score. Could we win a shootout with that team? I don't really care to get into that. Niner by nature, I heard Warner said he's going to hurt Lamar Jackson. Coach, let's see what Coach has to say. Jack Bloodblood, you're thinking of, and also T.O. played with a high ankle sprain. Well, that's true. Oh, Jack Blood, you're right. Not Reynolds. Jack Youngblood of the Rams played with that broken leg. That's right. But see, that's what I mean. That kind of a football player doesn't really exist anymore. T.O. played with a high ankle sprain. I remember that one. I think it was pretty serious, too. But Kittle playing like he does off the hook. Kittle's played with, as we know, Kittle played with a flat jacket last year. He may be too tough for even Youngblood and all those guys. The guy's crazy. Coach also says, why are we calling Breda Matty Ice? I'm sorry, did I call him Matty Ice? Matty B, sorry. That's Matt Ryan's nickname. Braden's a cheetah, or we could just call him Blaze. I could go for that. I just like the name Matty. I kind of like that name. Mr. Block Guy 22. Okay, the Ravens looking good tonight. The Rams is a has-been. They are not my 49ers. My D is a different cup of tea. Our chemistry is great. The teamwork is ironclad. Kittles is it. I know. I just didn't see them coming and taking and handling the Rams like a rag doll. Derek Dawson, all Lamar passes are short TDs. We stopped the run out on a spy, on quarterback. I'd put Greenlaw on a spy, but don't run at him until he starts. Good point, Derek. Don't run at him. He seems to time that. You run at him, he'll juke you, and he's gone. If you run at him, make sure somebody's right behind you. Squeaky Clean says, Niners, hey, let's talk about J-Dub. Thankful we kept him. Squeaky Clean, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Josh One says, 49ers ain't played. 49ers, hashtag 49ers ain't played nobody. 10-1 legendary. I'm using that hashtag to death now, too. 49ers ain't played nobody. Packers ain't nobody. Gamer for Life 07. DJ Jones did great last night. He was awesome. It was friggin' awesome. I mean, Jones was just, and you see that look on his face. That guy's got the speed to actually sack a quarterback with all that bulk. He's the strongest guy, one of the strongest guys on the team, from what I understand as well. Hey, Phil, come on in here and help me feel better without having to take a sedative about what's going on. I'm not looking back at that score again with the Rams and the Ravens just having their way with them.
It's 35-6.
Oh my
Ronbo,
God!
And you know what? I think the Ravens are going to be overconfident when they play us.
I hope so. I'll accept anything.
Every now and then a team has a really good day, and every now and then a team has a bad day. Let's just hope the Ravens have a bad day when they play us, and we have a really good day.
And I hope we provide for them having a bad day. I tell you,
But
good God.
With the Rams' loss, it pretty much assures us of a playoff game. So
They're definitely going to
guaranteed
lose.
a wild card spot with their loss.
Phil,
So
they came in L.A. It's not like they're at home. They came in L.A. They're just mopping the floor with the Rams. Now, I know the Rams are not a good team, but come on. Really? Whoa.
yeah, I don't think they came to play at all. I mean, their whole scheme is just, I think they've been just dominated. But you know what? It's going to psych our team up. So, we
Yeah,
gotta
you know what?
get-
Because that's what our guys do. They get worked up about teams that's supposed to be badass. So maybe, yeah, okay, all right.
As far as last week, it was, the Packer fans were quiet pretty much the whole game. From the very, very first series on. And I love it when that happens. And I think the one thing that we do have is good tacklers in the defensive backfield. So, one thing is that Lamar Jackson relies on guys missing him, and I don't think we're going to miss him. We're going to take our shots on him, and hopefully, we just force some turnovers and make things happen. The other thing you were mentioning is no drops. Well, you know what no drops means? No interceptions either. So,
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, everybody was catching the ball. Jimmy had confidence. He was hitting his targets. And
He needs
things
George.
were moving. So,
Yeah. George has got to be on the field. It just makes all the difference in the world, Jimmy. In fact,
yeah,
give me
Emmanuel helps too. Emmanuel Sanders helps too. And
he was a decoy.
So does Debo.
All he was is a decoy all night. And if we're not playing that on purpose, they didn't want him
he got
getting
a couple
hit. He
passes.
made one reception, didn't he? One or two, max?
Well, he got hurt. He had that flip in the middle of the field, and he came up pretty quickly. And
Yeah, he did.
So,
Throwing his arms out like, I'm okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and we lost DeMontre Moore for the season.
Broken forearm.
Broken
So-
forearm.
Yeah. Valuaga's
And
been
the guy
called
played
up.
the rest of the game. Huh?
Yeah. Valuaga's been called up. I like that. I want to see more of him.
Well,
Jeremiah
it's kinda had to
Valuaga?
with DeMontre Moore.
No, I know. Moore got his broken arm, but we still got to have one more guy because D Ford's going to come back this weekend, from what they're saying. But they've got to have a third guy, and I heard Jeremiah Valuaga. Shanahan's already given the nod, so he's coming up.
Yeah.
remember him, yeah.
He was pretty good in preseason too.
Yeah, he
so,
was. Yeah.
So, I think that'll be. We've had a lot of defensive linemen.
We got this. I mean, God, I want to see a couple of more of those guys. But yeah.
But you know what? The Ravens are going to be a real test. I mean,
Yeah.
but there's still two guys, that Florio and what's his name?
Sherman.
on ESPN,
Not
right?
Sherman. Hey, Stephen A., he's still saying he can't give Jimmy any props. He can't bring himself to do it. He refused to do
I
it.
know.
That's fine. Good.
Whatever.
That's what I
Florio's
say.
still the same. He's a Viking fan. What do you expect?
I know.
But,
Florio.
I'm
they can
hoping
do
the
it.
Vikings do win this week because
Yeah.
they're playing the Seahawks.
The Seahawks. That's it. Well, Phil,
Yeah.
looks like we ran our clock already. We'll see you this weekend, and because it's gonna be a group hug time. Because I am really concerned about this Ravens team. They look crazy good, so we'll see. Anyway,
Okay, well, you know what? Bring them on.
bring 'em on.
on.
Because we have to see them in the Super Bowl. So there you go.
And when we beat them, they'll become nobody.
Yeah. Phil, good call. All right, I'll see you this
right,
weekend.
Ronbo.
All right, man.
Okay, talk to you
Good
later. Bye.
Shay, I need for you to hold on a second. I should have done this for you because I just realized there's not going to be another break. I could wait till the end, but it's too long. Okay, give me Shabazz, because there was some. It seems to be a little confusion about as to what was the first original logo, and you remember the question was, as I mentioned in the start of this contest. Let me see if I can get this up here. All right. The question was, and you're gonna get one ticket. You're gonna join Shabazz for the Rams game. Although if the Rams are gonna look like this, they may give up for the rest of the season. But anyway, Sourdough Sam was the answer to the question. Was what was the 49ers original logo? And Sourdough Sam with two guns firing, the gold mining 49er, was the answer. Now, because I did see, and I did research it myself, and I asked Shabazz about it, but he's looking for the gold miner. And it actually, the gold miner goes back to 49, and I believe the 49er logo with just the writing is a 62. So the 49ers logo is actually Sourdough Sam. Sourdough Sam with two guns firing, the gold mining 49er. And with that said, let me go ahead, amongst those who had the right answer, pick one who's going to the game with Shabazz. And I got your information, and I'm going to just forward the email to Shabazz, or else I'll give you Shabazz's email. He'll contact you. Either way, we'll get you contacted here. You got a few weeks to go. If you're still interested in watching the Rams play football, they look like butt. Well, did I lose one? What's the matter? Oh, anyway. Okay. Should I stop mixing them up now? Should I pull out that name? All righty. As I now haven't looked yet, let me see whose name it is. And you know what? I think this is ABOUL, because I remember I got this disconnected. The first 49ers logo was a pistol-toting gold miner. Oh, what am I saying? I read the wrong. There it is. There's that bright. It's of all people, it's Sack Fran Cisco. You guys wrote the same. I remember it's the same size. I couldn't feel until I saw it. Hey, San Francisco, you are going to be going to the game with Shabazz to watch the Rams get yet another beating in Week 16. There you go. And thanks, guys, for participating. And all those who participated, thank you, Shabazz. We'll be getting you connected here in just shortly. And let me go to the phone right now. Hey, Shay Lewis!
Yo, Ronbo.
Shay,
Ronbo. Hey, today was a good day, man. I logged on to ESPN. People saying some good things. Dan Orlowski saying some good things. Chris Sims saying good things.
He likes 49ers anyway.
Saying good things.
Yeah.
Right. So, today was a good day, man, to log on and see what the analysts had to say.
Mm-hmm.
Grades, Ronbo, I'm going to be quick with it. Everybody gets an A. We played good, great, offense and defense. So everybody's A, game balls. I'm going to give it to, obviously, Kittle coming back with a messed up knee. He had a broken chip bone in his ankle, still played. I mean, the dude's just a whole nother animal.
He's crazy.
And, he is the best tight end in the league. Kelsey is good, but he could do what Kelsey does, but better. He blocks better, way better, actually.
Yeah. Are you ready to stop making that comparison? Because there's no comparison anymore. Kittle's way more than Kelsey is now. And it's clear now. He's just broken away.
And if people talk about, Kelsey catches the ball better or whatever. No, actually, if you look at the drop-to-drop ratio, Kittle actually has the least amount of drops per receptions targeted. So that means he's catching at a higher efficiency. So when he's targeted, that means he brings down the ball. It's not going to be dropped or anything.
That's right.
So, and the whole defensive line is getting it. The DBs too, everybody. But Ronbo, can I get an installment? Let me get a let me.
It's Monday night. It's Monday night. All right, Monday Night Raw. As we continue the tradition of let me holler at you.
Jed York, I need you, sir, good Jed York, to go ahead, open up that checkbook, go down to Kyle Shanahan's office, and say, sir, we want you for 10 years at whatever you want us to give you. That's what I need Jed York to do. Extend
the contract to 4 more. Yeah, 4 additional years.
For 10 years, we need something like a what that Raiders, John Gruden, Chucky kid got. We need some 10-year type extension. Ronbo, quick question. Who is the most dangerous person on the 49ers offense?
I've said this. You're mirroring me. I've said that Kyle Shanahan is the most dangerous guy on the field, period, ever since about last year. Yeah. Is that the right answer?
Well, no, yeah, the right answer. But, when people look at the 49ers, they look at George Kittle, right?
Yeah.
How does George Kittle, someone you planned for, right? Someone you had 2 weeks to plan for off your bye, get wide open on a 65-yard touchdown, Ronbo. How does that happen? Well, that happens with misdirection and great play calling by Kyle Shanahan. That should never happen. That's almost as like if Julio Jones ran butt wide naked open.
Yeah.
Right? Because, what happened? Well, the scheme got him. The scheme tricked the defense. So, Ronbo, this 49ers is moving. Hopefully later on in the week when you're back, we'll talk more about the Ravens right now. But we're just on an all-time high. 49ers are proven.
But Shay,
day in and day out, they're the best.
I just want to piggyback on what you just said too. He did that against a guy that kind of knows what he likes to do too. I mean, LaFleur knows what he's doing, and he couldn't do anything about it.
And he couldn't do anything about it. And that goes to say what Max Kellerman said. With the fight, I think Rocky 3. Between Rocky and Creed, right? And he was just saying, I taught you everything you know, but I haven't taught you everything I know. Just, again, it's the separation between the master and the student. But anyways, Ronbo, I love what you do. Best in the business. You're the man, the myth, the legend.
Thanks, Phil.
The 49 are great. We love you for all that you do, giving us a platform. And shout out to my brothers from TNT, The Connection, Will, Dre, Trey, Jerry Fresh, Russo. Check out Jay Fresh and Russo's channels. My boy Big Show. Can't wait for them to call in and give their aspects and their opinions. But Ronbo, thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. And go Niners, baby.
Thank you, Shay. You have a great night. Looking forward to talking to you this weekend. Yeah. So hopefully I can calm down. But I need something to help me gain confidence. Or somebody needs to say something in the 49ers organization to make me think, my God. Giles Byram, 23. What grade you giving Sherm? No, you know what? I'll give him a B plus. He would get an A, but that was poor judgment on his part downfield, and then coming in the press and saying that the refs were wrong, not me. Maybe that night might not have been the perfect thing to say. Hey, Dollar Bill.
Hey, Ronbo, take a few more calls, maybe come back to me.
Okay.
Take a few more, about 3 or 4, come back to me.
All right, we'll do that. So yeah, Hey, James, would you come on in, please? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, I'm telling you, man, I'm trying not to dwell on it, but I am concerned what's going on in L.A. James, that's not what I anticipated. Let me refresh, because if it's any worse than what I'm looking at now, the score is now. Yeah, that's kind of worrisome. Okay.
But I will tell you this much. First and foremost, thank you for what you do, the platform you provide. And
thanks,
once
James. It's a
again,
pleasure.
Here we are. And, we were saying back here a couple of weeks ago that, Kyler Murray was going to be somebody we had to worry about.
And he was.
The big test was going to be with them sea chickens. Mm-hmm. They had to get the ball 3 times in overtime in order to win. And our young kicker, big shout out to McLaughlin, because the kid is playing good football. And he missed it, but we'll take it as a grain of salt. They didn't beat us by 10 points or wear us out or have us looking like we didn't know what we were doing in the game. And with that being said, what I'm looking at here in this game, the Rams have no defense. Clay Matthews stood there. He's given up on plays. He's gotten beat so bad in the first quarter. The secondary, Eric Weddle doesn't know what those other guys are doing. They don't know what he's doing. They're leaving 4 yards of separation on Marquise Hollywood Brown and whoever else. But it's pitiful. They're sad right now the way they're playing. And I know that guy Stan Granke that owns that team. Yeah. It ain't long before Sean McVay gonna be cleaning out his office. Okay,
you think so? Hey, And maybe it can hire Jason Garrett because Jerry might be cutting him loose this year.
Well,
How about them Cowboys?
They both can say, we did our best when we were there, and Sean will say, well, I went to a Super Bowl, but only scored 3 points. With that being said, man, look at this defense we got right now.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, Robert Saleh is going to game plan for him, and I'll tell you what, one thing I do know, and I've seen it already in this Rams game, if you smash him on some good quarterback hits, John Harbaugh doesn't want him running the ball. We've got a secondary that can take away their receivers. We can take away their strengths. And most of all, they love to run that. They love to run that cover zero, that all-out blitz. And guess what? The other caller that stated and said, who's the best player on the 49ers team? Kyle Shanahan is going to kill them when they come at him. Well, I mean, yeah, of course.
Kyle and George. Yeah.
You run an all-out zero blitz against Kyle Shanahan, you're in trouble. We've seen that Deebo Samuels has amassed to be the number 1 receiver. I said it.
I keep
Deebo
forgetting
Samuel playing.
True.
He is playing with that high of a level as a rookie, and we haven't even seen Jalen Hurd yet. We know we're not going to get Hurd back next week, but guess what? I do believe in this team right now. And listen, Baltimore, one thing about them, they're riding on this highway like, nobody can stop it. Well, I hope that Lamar doesn't just happen to say, let me give Aaron Rodgers a call and ask him how bad it was. Because you know what he's going to tell you? He's going to tell him like this, Lamar, look here, in case you ain't got none, I do commercials for State Farm, so you can get you some life insurance. Because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. You're going to definitely. Okay? And with that being said, right now, man, listen, right now, this team is primed and they're ready. I'm going to say this tonight. And I've been saying it all along. This defense we got is going to interfere with some historical defenses statistics. Last night we went into the game with 39 sacks on the season, and we had 5 last night, which gives us a total.
It's 44.
I don't even know the amount of quarterback pressures or hits on quarterbacks that they've applied to quarterbacks this year. And one thing I do see. Those 2 young rookie linebackers we got in Greenlaw and Al Shazier, listen, they don't miss tackles. They will bring that runner down without missing the tackle. And I really do applaud them for that. And I want to see it for the rest of the season. And I will say this much. We're ready, man. He's out there. He's doing his thing against the team. He took the will out of them in the first quarter. They basically gave up because they couldn't.
First 2 minutes. Yes.
Clay Matthews is on the edge. Lamar Jackson is sitting there waiting to see which way he's going to go. If you try to go down the tackle, he's going inside. I mean, why would you do that?
And James, the thing is, Aaron Donald, he ain't even worried. There's no concern. That's frightening. I mean,
on 30 snaps in the first half, before the first half ended, 30 snaps, not 1 sack, not even, I think it was like maybe a half a tackle.
I think they sacked him. I think they got him once. Yeah.
Donald didn't get it. It wasn't Donald.
Somebody else. James,
I think it was Ebukam, man.
I know, to once. But James, we got to pull up. Let me see you this weekend, and
no problem.
Maybe we'll have something to be.
We're gonna roll on. Niner Empire, Niner for life. This thing is coming. Okay, we're gonna play Sunday by the grace of God, and even playing Sunday, we got 7 more games to play as of tonight. Okay.
All right. All the way to the Super Bowl, baby.
Tonight. We got 6 more as of tonight. 7. I'm sorry, 7. I'll get it right. 5 games left.
But we know what you mean.
You can understand me now.
All right, James.
Have a good evening.
All right, man. Bye, James. Yes. All right. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Dion. I was sitting here. I've got this reaction going on now. I've been like riding a high like everybody else in the 49er Empire. And then I turn on, and there's Lamar Jackson driving. I mean, he's beating the Rams down into the dirt like a hammer on a spike, just hammering them down. I said, I thought they was gonna play him a little better than this. This is scary.
Oh, look, Ronbo, the whole point is he's playing the Rams.
Yes.
Nobody's afraid of them.
Yeah.
And this is the Rams this year. It's that Super Bowl hangover, man. They getting beat down and broke off and beat up, and nobody's afraid of them anymore. Last year they were the big bad Rams. Their defense was solid. Everybody was like, "Uh-oh, you got to watch out for them." And this year they're like, "Oh, it's the Rams."
Clowning them.
So the whole point is let Lamar have his riding high and all this extra stuff. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the beauty of this is when he comes and he winds up meeting the 49er defense, he ain't be doing all that. All that running around and all that stuff that he be doing, he ain't doing all that because because I checked his stats. He leads their team in rushing and in passing. So you got to think about it.
They ain't got no. They don't have a running back. Who is the running back for that team, Dion? Oh, what's his name?
Mark Ingram.
Yeah, from
Mark
the Saints.
Ingram.
Yeah, he's out running Ingram.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they got Mark Ingram from the Saints, and the thing is that they don't have anybody. They don't have anybody else. And what I did was I looked as well at another statistic, and his favorite target is his tight end. Ronbo, do you know what we do to tight ends?
Mm-hmm. They don't get no
we kill
play.
Tight ends.
Yeah.
They don't get nothing with us. The only tight end that had a okay night was that tight end from Seattle. And
Yeah,
he lucked out.
He did have a night,
That was
didn't he?
it. Nobody-
I still don't believe that.
Yeah,
Hollister.
He did. He had an okay night. But we shut down tight ends. So if your favorite target is your tight end, good luck with that. And then if you're out there running around with Fred and Dre and Al Shahir out there, they're going to smack that dude in the mouth so hard. He going to look. The whole point is to make him want to stay in the pocket. If you force Lamar to be a passer before he's a runner, then we will wind up in a situation where he won't be able to do anything because he's not. I'm going to tell you right now, as good as he has been passing, I understand, he's still not going to be that great just in the pocket. And he's not going to be able to pull off those spectacular runs and all that because we're going to punch. We're going to hit him right in the mouth.
And the 49ers have a thing, that secondary is good at coverage, too. It makes it a little difficult to just throw the ball. So, yeah, I feel you on that.
You got to think about it. You can't throw the ball on us. We're number one in the league in passing defense. And you see what we just did to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is supposed
and Aaron
to be
Rodgers is a little better than Jackson.
The best.
Yeah.
And this transcendent talent and all this other crap. And you know what they did again this morning, Ronbo, that kills me? It's the same damn thing they do every day. Oh, well, was it bad Packers or was it good 49ers?
Oh, I know. There's a couple out there that are still trying to ride down on the 49ers' glory. And that's to be expected. I kind of like it.
But the beauty of it, at the end of the day, all these the Ravens, they past couple of games have just did some blowouts. But the blowouts they did were against the Cincinnati Bengals and against the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans defense is nothing to be worried about. Like their defense is a joke.
Texans. Oh, that was nasty.
So you got to think about it. They're blowing out defenses that aren't even anywhere near what we are.
That's a
so
good
when
point.
they come up against us, the first thing you have to think about is what can they're going to think, well, damn, okay, we've been blowing everybody out. We're just destroying the Rams. Aaron Donald ain't nothing. But then you got just Aaron Donald. You don't have DeForest Buckner and Eric Armstead and Nick Bosa and Jeremiah Valawaga and DJ Jones and all these other cats just sitting there waiting on you. You don't have that type of a D-line that you're facing. So these last couple of games where they've been getting these blowout wins, everybody's been giving them praise, they ain't played nobody. But like everybody else says, once we beat them, they'll be nobody. They'll come in and, the Ravens had an off night. They make excuses for every team that we play.
Except for us.
But the thing is, we don't pick our schedule. We just play the people that are there.
There you go. So
we go out there, and I'm telling you, watch Lamar. All we have to do is catch him one good time when he comes out of that pocket
and shake him up
hard enough.
It'll
shake him up, and he'll go, you know what? I ain't got time to be trying to get out of this pocket again, get hit like that. I'm standing here and be a pocket passer.
They
That's not
say
what
some of
you
this
are,
good
Lamar.
stuff.
You're a dual threat quarterback. And if you stand in that pocket, we're going to eat you alive.
Let me get you to save some of this stuff for Friday. I'm loving it. We're out of time. But I tell you what, bring this
All right,
Friday,
baby.
man, because I'm telling you, these guys, they're getting on my nerves. I'm not going to look at the scoring again tonight. I keep saying that. But anyway,
Don't
see
even
you
worry.
Friday.
Don't even worry. Ronbo, don't even worry about them people. You know what, man? One thing that I've told this to a lot of people I know, man. You got to love and appreciate your haters for taking time out of their day to hate on you, baby. You got to think about it. When you're this
Agreed.
great, you're going to have some hate.
You got
So at
to.
the end of
Otherwise,
the
you
day,
ain't doing nothing.
There's
All
the
right,
reason
dude.
why they mad at us. They
All right,
can't be
dude.
10-1 like us. They can't be the best team in the NFL like us.
And therefore, they got to
They're
talk
going to
stuff.
be upset.
All right, fam. We got to go. Folks, it's getting late. I'm going to see you Friday, though. Be looking for you, too. All right. And is Dollar Bill ready? Because he wanted us to wait for him a little bit. Let me see if you... Will, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready now. What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, yeah. Will, it's funny. I started out talking about let's assess what happened yesterday, give some grades, because last night we were just being emotional. We wouldn't talk about anything in particular, but just having a good time. But getting down to how well they played that game, Jimmy G's game, and was the pass thing going on, right, and everything, all that good stuff. Or if you're like me and you made the mistake of watching the Rams out there playing the toilet for the Ravens to poop in, you can go in that direction if you want to as well. Whatever you want to do. But anyway, what's up?
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill two birds with one stone, man. Looking at the Rams game, the Rams they know they have no chance of making the playoffs. I mean, they're real, they're racing to get to where they're trying to get is null and void. They just out there playing, trying to hope something spectacular will happen. I mean, they basically their whole vision of trying to get there is nowhere. It's not getting nowhere. So they out there just playing. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a good team. They play fast on offense, using that Greg Roman system. But the thing about the 49ers, man, we keep everything in front of us. We don't let nothing go deep. So we can get them underneath crap all day long. But the thing is, we are fast and athletic. That's something that the Rams defense don't have. We have all first-round draft picks on the line. Got Fred Warner and Greenlaw out there, and we got a secondary that has came a long way, and they and their IQs are getting better, and they playing great football. It's gonna be a different. You're not gonna see this what you're seeing right now on TV right now. You're not gonna see that when they
I hope
play.
so. I really don't care to see that.
Right, they know how elite we are, and they not gonna come out dancing on the field and every time they get a first down and doing all this crap. They ain't gonna be doing all that, man. They ain't gonna be doing all that because they're gonna be seeing something totally different. Our defense is way better than the Rams defense, Ronbo. So it's gonna be. It's gonna be a good game, but it's nothing that we shouldn't be worried about. But it's gonna be a dogfight. But moving on, man, to the massacre that we put on those lactose intolerant cheeseheads. Man, I give offense, defense, and special teams A pluses, man. We dominated, man. They had no chance in hell last night, Ronbo. From the offense to the defense, Jimmy G out there looking spectacular, man. I'm talking about beautiful passes. Kyle Shanahan down the plays that we ain't once again we ain't never seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, he was playing trick mind. You were playing mind tricks on the defense, man. The defense didn't know what the hell hit him. I mean, running game was pretty good, man. We got the yards when we needed to get them, and we was defense, man. Aaron Rodgers looked like a rookie quarterback. This is what people praise. This is the guy who people praise. They praise the Tom Brady, the Aaron Rodgers, and Drew Brees. Aaron Rodgers stepped on that field last night, man, and looked like a rookie. Rookie. And it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. George Kittle, as we know, he's a major piece of our offense. Without him, man, it's still good, but when he's out there on that field, man, it's unstoppable.
Excellent. Yes.
It's excellent. Debo Samuel, oh my goodness, man, he caught that ball, man,
in stride.
Couldn't nobody catch him, man. I mean, it's great, man. Jimmy Garoppolo is fine. It's coming to him good, man. You know, somebody asked him how he's learning, how he's feeling about Kyle Shanahan's playbook. You know what he said? He said it gets easier and easier. Hey, man, the best is yet to come from Jimmy G. I'm telling you, man. This all around, this team is elite, man. We not 10-1 for a reason. I don't give a damn what people saying about 49 play. Nobody just look. Kyle Shanahan did not go to the NFL league and ask them, "We want to play this team. We want to play this team." They give you a schedule. You play who you play, who they give you to play, and you dominate. And that's what we doing, man. This ain't no fluke out here, man. We ain't false advertising, man. We out here giving you the real deal.
So agree.
Batteries not included. I'm telling you, man.
I agree. Well,
I'm telling you, man. We legit, man, and we gon' and we
roll
gonna
right
we
on
gonna
into
go.
playoffs.
We're gonna go right into the playoffs, man, and we're gonna dominate. You know, every day like they say, they treat every game like it's a playoff game, and that's the mindset you gotta have, man. Every game is important, Ronbo.
I agree, and they do. But we got to pull up, and I'm gonna tell you what, Will, let's keep that mindset for Friday as we pump each other up, get ready to go into this game with this team. I noticed they quit scoring, so it must be something. Unless Jackson sat down. All right. All right, Will.
Yeah, man. Bye, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam, my player partner Dre, Trey Trigg, Big Show, Russo, Shay Lewis, man, Jared Frisch, Red 49 Hits, man, all them guys, Russo, man. Shout out to the Nighthawk Fan Club, Sheep, Big Show, Silvio, Sewell, Coach Tim, all them guys, man. Hey, man. Jersey Joe, F the Rams. They lost Super Bowl, they scored 3 points. Got 55 points thrown by the Buccaneers. We beat 31-17. The Ravens is tearing up the Rams right now. 42-6.
Oh,
and,
God!
And we gonna stop them Ravens next Sunday, and the Rams are bankrupt. All right, Mama.
All right, Will. Have a good night, fam. God, I'm looking at this 195 yards of rushing by Lamar Jackson. 95 yards. Okay, hey, 661, you're in Bakersfield. Hello.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, are you in Bakersfield?
Yeah.
What is your name?
Joshua.
Joshua. Hi, Joshua. Joshua.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
Yeah, Joshua.
All the way from Bakersfield.
Who?
All the way from Bakersfield.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Joshua, I was actually born in Bakersfield. Yeah, so I know all about Bakersfield. Love it. I know it gets hot in the summertime like no place else, but I loved it. Hey,
I can't believe I'm talking to you, Ronbo.
You see, your name's Josh, right?
Watching all your videos and stuff. I watch them like every day and talking to people. I'm a college student, so I talk to all of these guys and just like smacking down.
Well, Josh.
A huge loss.
Oh, God. Well, it's a pleasure, Josh. Josh, are you, how long have you been a 49er fan?
Like my whole life. I mean, since I was a baby, I just was a Niners fan. So,
because this is going to be, if you're a college student,
teams around.
Yeah. If you're a college student, this is one of the first second. You were here for the Harbaugh era. You were able to comprehend. And this is your first time to get excited about the 49ers. I mean, and it's going to get better, Josh.
Yeah, I haven't been excited about them since 2012.
Yeah, this is great. In fact, I want to shout out to all those who endured all those bad years and had nothing but the history of the 49ers to get you excited. And Josh, you're special. You're a special fan because the fact of the matter is, there was really no reason until 2012 for you to get excited about the 49ers in your age group. So that's great, and you're getting rewarded for that. You saw the potential of a team that has a huge legacy, and good for you. So, what are you thinking about last night's game?
Yeah, all I gotta say is that it was cool seeing how the end of the you get the end of the Cardinals game, and then you get the beginning, you get to the Packers game. It's just like it felt like there were two games together. The way I saw it was just like at the Arizona game. I was like, "Is that a touchdown?"
I know.
Josh, is that a touchdown? Are they going to call that a touchdown?
All right. I get a feeling the 49ers, even though they have no business doing it, I get the feeling the 49ers don't get excited about certain games. I don't think they were excited about the Steelers. The Cardinals, they may have taken them for granted. Although I can't believe they did that. I kind of think they did. And they for sure didn't take Aaron Rodgers. They really got up for this game. This is even better than the Panthers game. They were even more efficient, except for the one Sherman mistake. We should have shut him out. How do you shut out the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers? Whoa! So, this may be their head.
I got to point out is Samuel is growing so much.
Yeah.
That dime pass, that was my favorite part of the whole game, was that dime pass between two defenders. That pass to the dime that Garoppolo had to Samuel, and Samuel just runs into the end zone. I haven't seen Garoppolo throw a pass like that this whole season. He's had some good throws, but I haven't seen him throw that contested.
Yeah.
That was like a highlight for me, and then also, of course, the thing is Ronbo is, we think about the defense, we think about how our team is defensively is playing well, but I haven't seen the offense. We put 37
isolated moments.
Points on the board.
Yeah.
It's not like you put 23, you put 23 points on the board in the first half. I haven't seen that for 7 years.
I tell you.
I haven't seen that in a long time. 23 points.
You gotta appreciate those moments. And remember, talking of great plays, though, remember that shot he shot to E-Man Sanders a while back when he was in that route? He turned around and the ball was right there waiting for him. That was up there with that catch too. But this is what Debo. That was perfect. Caught him in stride, and he just raced his way right into the end zone. That was brilliant. He's got more of that. He's
getting better and better. It's not like he's, to me, honestly, he reminds me a lot of Crabtree, kind of reminds me of, he's kind of that guy that's, because I remember Crabtree and he was, catching passes you can't catch. And that's kind of what Samuel's doing, but he's catching them. He's not like Marquise Goodwin. He's not missing every catch.
Oh, poor Keith. Josh, great to meet you. We're out of time. Hey, don't be a stranger, Josh. We'll be back Friday if you got some time. All right?
Oh, Friday? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Looking for you then. All right, Josh. Have a great night.
Hey, thanks so much for your hard work.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate your film. Night.
Good night.
Way to go, Josh. Way to go. Way to go.
Hey, Justin.
Way to go, man. All right, and don't listen to anybody in the chat, okay? You keep calling in, all right, man? All right. That's all I got to say. That's all I got.
Justin, I see you're in fine spirits tonight. I'm 42.
Oh, yeah. Well, man. I got my voice back. It's finally back to normal, It took me like 5 days to get it back to normal. It was really gone.
Yeah, we all got to start taking exercises for your throat. If you're going to be a 49ers fan now, you're going to be out of voice a lot. Phil's just recovering from last week's game. He had to scream in this one, too. These home games will kill people, especially if you're attending out there at the park. Justin,
man,
give me some.
Man, I was up there, the Arizona game, and I woke up the next day. I'm like, I got no voice.
Yeah, I know. You can drink all the lemon juice and honey you want. Hey, give me some assessments on this game. Give me some stuff here, man. Give me some defensive pointers. What did you think about the offense, Jimmy G's growth? Who is DJ Jones? Did you even know who DJ Jones was? The he's unbelievable.
Our running game is back.
I know,
Our running game is back.
It comes with George Kittle.
Back. We need this running game, man. George and Booger McFarland, he said this on. I want that clown Booger McFarland, whatever the hell his name is.
That's
I don't even know how to say. He said, stop telling the teams to let tight ends block offensive linemen. Last time I checked, George Kittle is a phenomenal blocker for our team right now, and yeah, he's blocked all linemen. So what's that make?
I don't know. I don't know why Booger says that. Hey, Justin, I want to know if you caught this too. Do you know that Nick Bosa has gotten to the point now. I saw 3 defenders on Nick Bosa last night in that game. I started counting at least 4 times. 2 big, I'm talking biggest, beefest lineman. What's his name?
Yeah.
What is it? Beluga or something? Another guy and a tight end. I said, Jesus Christ, that's respect. And you know what though?
Yeah.
I don't know why teams are going to make this a plan because now that's why Eric Armstead would buck wild last night. Because you guys busy? I'll just handle this. Boom.
Yeah.
Eric's all over Rodgers, and of course the rest of the guys were eating too. Even when he shot that gap, that one play, I said, Nick's got about 4 guys over there. Here comes Fred Warner. Boom, bam! I love this.
Warner,
was that awesome?
God. Warner is becoming one of those linebackers where he's coming out of BYU. There's a lot of questions. There were questions about his physique, his tackling.
He was kind of thin too.
That's why a lot of people took him off the draft board, and I was like, why? He's out of BYU. He comes from a good college. It may not be the big colleges like Stanford, Oregon, or like Notre Dame, USC, all of them. But he's still a good player, and he proved that Sunday that smaller colleges deserve the same recognition as these bigger colleges.
And Justin, you know what that also shows? We need to stop questioning Lynch. After this year, I guess we can't question him anymore anyway because they got so many players. How do you get a guy like DJ Jones in the 6th round? Or you get, like you mentioned, Fred Warner in the 3rd round? These guys, their scouts are razor sharp. So I'm impressed.
Yeah. And I love that, the spread option, we're passing a different, receivers are passing to Warren, you're passing to Davius Sammy, you're passing to Sanders. Because I was a little worried. I'm like, please don't focus mostly on Emmanuel Sanders. Like, spread the ball around. And Garoppolo's doing that where he's like spreading the ball around and making sure everybody gets their touches. And making sure,
Well, it screws up the defense, too, because they can't focus on anybody.
Well, what they're doing in the Rams and the Ravens around us, they're double teaming Aaron Donald. The problem with the Ravens are going to face is that you double team one person, but then you got like four other linemen to like be present for. You got Ford, you got Buckner, you got Armstead, you got Bosa, and then you possibly you're gonna get Solomon Thomas in there because of the injury to DeMontre Moore. So
in this case, if you had to guess, what's going to be the plan this week? They're going to double up on somebody. Do you double up on Buckner, or do you take Bosa out of the equation?
They probably are.
D Ford is going to be there.
Probably Armstead because Armstead's been getting off.
Oh no, you're not.
Armstead,
but you don't double team Armstead though.
So
if you're going to double team, if you had to pick
Buckner,
your poison, because the reason I ask you that, if you're going to pick your poison between the three, you're going to use extra personnel. It's probably going to be between DeForest Buckner and Nick, I would think. But I mean, you think Armstead? I want to take that away from you though, because you could be right.
No, I think whoever they double team, it's going to be disadvantaged because you got that whole entire defensive lineman is first round picks. That whole entire defensive lineman.
I agree.
That doesn't get any luckier than that.
We're out of time though. We're out of time. Listen, Justin, think about that. This weekend. And let's see what to expect. Design the defense against the 49ers, what you're expecting from the Ravens this weekend. We'll get into that Friday. Yeah. All right?
Speaking of the Rams and the Rams and Niner game, I will be at that game. So
all right.
I will see you all. I will.
Hey, I'm going to hook you up with Shabazz, but you get a phone call. All right. Justin, we got to go.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you Friday. All right, man.
Yes, sir. I have a good night.
Thanks. Yeah, this is getting interesting, isn't it? Hey, Dre.
Yo.
Dre, I want to thank you for trying to get me to snap out of it. Dre caught me on Twitter.
Well, I'm sick of this shit. Like, y'all motherfuckers act like Lamar Jackson walk on water. Only man I know that is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
I know, man. He puts his pants on like everybody else.
Like, he's a human being, man. I don't know. I just don't get it, man.
You know what, though? The Rams are a poor representation. I wish the bad thing is, I wish I could see somebody at least challenge him. He's just running over teams like they're paper. I don't make what?
Rombo. This is Rombo. It's the same team that beat the Cardinals 23-17. It's the same team that lost to the Chiefs 33-28.
That's
same
true.
Team that lost to the Browns 40-25.
Good. Thank you, Dre.
Team.
I feel better already.
This is the same goddamn team that lost that beat the Steelers 26-23 in overtime. In overtime.
Hey, Dre, that's the best example right there. The Steelers played defense.
That the first time they played the Bengals, they beat the Bengals 17-23. Y'all, like, dude, bro.
This is more testament to how bad the Rams are.
I watched the whole Browns game, bro. I watched the whole Steelers game. There is a method to beat this team. Outside linebackers, do not bite on the handoff. It doesn't matter if he hands the ball off or not.
I know this.
You let DJ Jones and them big boys up inside take care of that. Let me put y'all up on game. Their Pro Bowl center, I think his name is Matt Skura.
Yeah,
he just got carted off the field on the first quarter. Okay,
oh, that's right. That's what that was. I saw him.
Yes, he got caught off the field. He's done. So if the Rams couldn't take advantage of that shows you how horrible their damn defense is. So what y'all do? What we're going to do is destroy them up the middle. Okay, outside linebackers, do not bite on the handoff. Even if he hands the ball off, he is legal. Hit his ass. I don't give a damn about a personal foul.
Yeah.
If he hands the ball off, hit him. Even if he hands the ball off, I do not give a damn.
With the hats.
Outside linebackers, do not bite on that handoff. Stay home.
Yeah.
Defensive ends, don't go all the way up the field. Do not go all the way up the field. What you do is you push the linebacker back. You push the lineman back, bull rush him,
and make him pass.
Push him to the left or to the right. Preferably to the left because he gets in the way of Lamar Jackson going inside. You have outside containment, okay? Backside, we're not worried about it. I think we got the best DBs in the league tied with the Pats. The Pats got some beasts over there with DBs, but I think we right up there with them, okay? I'm not worried, bruh. Please. This dude is a human being. In the NFL, thing is called schemes, good coaching, and being disciplined.
Yeah.
That's how you beat them.
Yeah,
we're looking at an undisciplined team in LA. Okay, they might be playing with some of that Cali good up there. I don't know what's up with these dudes, man. They smoking that Cali good. You feel? Them lights are a little bit too bright up out there.
Hey, Dre, you pointed something really interesting on that point too, because I think the Rams have quit. They know they got no chance to do it. They're just playing a string out. They're not really interested in the rest of the season anyway.
Man, these dudes is watching the media too much, man. These dudes can play the Rams. They played the Bengals. Come on, man. We blew out. We blew the same teams out. We damn near had. Come on, man. I'm just tired of hearing it, bro. It sounds like literally like we scared. Like when the stream started, it looked like this was a fucking Ravens stream. Like this was a Niners stream, bro. I'm not afraid of nobody.
Over respect on my part, because if I had a Halloween costume, Lamar just scares me. It'd be a Lamar Jackson suit, The dude is
bruh. Yeah, bruh. Look here, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Outside containment with the outside linebackers. Yeah. Do not bite on that handoff. When he hands the ball off, he is still a live player. Yeah. RPO means he's a running back. He's a live player. Hit him.
That's
defensive
true.
Ends. Do not go all the way off the field.
You've actually performed a service tonight. I feel much better. But we got to go, fam.
Yeah.
Bring some more of that Friday. I'm going to need that.
One more thing before I go. You see that? You see they in LA? They flexing right now. They smiling. They real confident. Bruh, when I've did this. I played with an undefeated team, and when we got smacked in the mouth, it does something to your psyche, okay? When we smack these boys in the mouth, and it's going to be raining in Baltimore. It ain't going to be all of this that you see in L.A. right now, man. It's going to be a different game, bruh. Look at that Redskins game, man. That's what we in for.
There you go.
Okay?
All
man,
right,
we can do this shit, man. Niners, man. Shout out to my player partner, Will, man. Trey's big show, man. All the TNT fam, man. Hey, bro. Hey, it's Niners or nothing, bro. I ain't scared of no damn body.
There you go. I'm going to adopt that attitude in a minute, too. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dre. Have a good night, fam. And I know Dre's telling the truth. I'm just watching him do what he does. He just been, but this ain't Notre Dame football, so we got no business falling for all that stuff either, though. 202, Washington Zone, D.C. Hello, 202.
How you doing?
Fam, doing all right.
Can you hear me?
What is your name? Yeah, I can hear you. What is your name?
Sean Walker.
Sean Walker. Hey, Sean. Well, Sean,
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I shouldn't have watched Monday. You know what? I thought about not turning that in and looking at it, and I probably wish I shouldn't have. But we're talking about 49ers football from yesterday and got sort of distracted with Lamar taking the Rams apart. But he's not going to take apart everybody. And actually, Dre just pointed out something that made me feel a lot better. Teams like the Steelers, he didn't do well against. What the Steelers do best? They play defense. All right, Sean, it's all yours. What's on your mind?
I mean, basically, if you look at it, like the guy said earlier, if the defensive linemen stay in their lane, you cannot fall for that handoff. This is the same offense we ran with Colin Kaepernick. It's the same Greg Roman offense. Nothing has changed.
True.
They have a tight end that go across the middle for his fail-safe. The pass that he threw a touchdown onto the running back in the red zone, all he did was almost a curl route from the shotgun formation. Middleton, that was his assignment. He let him run right in front of him. Ingram ran right in front of him, caught the ball, end zone, touchdown.
Wide open.
You have to stay disciplined. Because there's that discipline. Like you said, like the guy said before I came on. If you're not disciplined, linebackers, like you said, and I've been saying this since day one, with a Lamar Jackson, your linebackers, outside linebackers, cannot fall for any read options. You have to stay disciplined.
And make him pass.
Wait for the final handoff. Because if you attack too early, you're out of position. You're going to have to use Fred Warner as a spy. If he passes the linebackers, the safety got to tag him. When he goes past the D-line, the linebackers have got to tag him. You have to hit Lamar Jackson to make him think, I'm not going to run outside this pocket.
True.
You have to take his strength away from him. Bill Belichick threw everything at him on a Sunday night football game. He threw everything at him so he can get film on him. The next time the Ravens meet Bill Belichick,
it'll be a different
they
story.
will be ready for him.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different story.
I agree. There's no way he beats Belichick twice. Nah.
I watched the Monday night game too at the gym, and I was just like, the Rams, Aaron Donald, they put two people on Aaron Donald.
And keep him out the way.
They sealed him out.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do anything. Dante Fowler, where was Dante Fowler at? Aaron
Chasing.
Jalen Ramsey got stiff arm first. Then he got ran over by Ingram. Jalen Ramsey wasn't even a factor.
Good. I forgot all about Jalen Ramsey. And I guess so did the Ravens.
Wouldn't you? Think about it. Think about who they traded for. Who they got out of the deal.
And
Marcus
got no
Peters
draft
is on
picks.
the Ravens, and he's playing stellar.
So, you know.
I was excited for the game on Sunday. Like I told people, I'm not too excited yet because I want to make it to the playoffs. And the Seahawks is right behind us. We have to beat the Ravens. They beat the Seahawks. If we beat the Ravens, we are up on the Seahawks. Just by inch. We then got to go to New Orleans, into the Dome, and beat up on Drew Brees, which I think we can do.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Sean. Yeah, and you know what? And do you think any quarterback, and looking at this defense now, is there any pocket quarterback? This team is designed exactly for all those guys, all those legendary figures that have been doing well. Any one of them, do you see any one of them being able to escape that 49er pressure?
Nope.
I don't either.
It's too relentless.
The
D-line is just too relentless. The one thing I like about this D-line, it reminds me of the old Isaac Coleman, Alden Smith, Justin Smith, Ray McDonald. When we had all of them, they got pressure. Think about it. You had Aaron Donald, you had Alden Smith on the outside with Justin Smith on the outside. Then remember, you had Ahmad Brooks on the outside too. What does Ahmad Brooks remind you of?
Ooh, and he was evil. I mean, you know what? But D Ford, actually, when I compare the two teams, this one's a little more athletic and a little quicker. That team was a steamroller, but this one is a finesse, can run multiple stunts. It's just incredible. The athleticism is just unmeasurable. That's why I say, but yeah. They're going to compare
you got
these
6
teams.
number 1 picks on the D-line. I mean, that's something that you never seen before.
God.
You got Eric Armstead, number 1 pick. Buckner, number 1 pick. Bosa, number 1 pick.
It's
Ford,
endless.
number 1 pick. Solomon Thomas, number 1 pick.
Sean, we save some of this good stuff for Friday because we're out of time. But I'll be looking for you. Don't be a stranger now that we got you on the list. Get on in there. Look for you Friday, okay?
Nope. No problem, Ronbo.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yeah. And this is why I'm glad we got to talk tonight. Because after I was watching that game, I said, good God, this is just ridiculous. They can't do anything with him. My God. Hey, Kevin, come on in, man.
Ronbo, what's up, Ronbo? How are you doing?
I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now. In fact, just Dre pointing out some of the teams that Lamar has had problems with gives me hope, and I feel a lot better. I don't need to take an antacid or anything afterward. I'll be fine.
It's a victory Monday, Ronbo. I'm feeling
yes,
good.
It is. There's no losing involved except for the Rams.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I just wanted so one of the callers earlier was talking about how we're going to defend that read option, and he's right. It's basically almost the same offense that we ran with Kaepernick and Gore and Crabtree, those boys. But
yeah.
I completely agree. I think we're going to probably designate a spy. I think Greenlaw is probably the fastest linebacker that we have that's active. I think Kwan is probably the fastest, but he's out. So I think Greenlaw is going to probably just spy him, and he's a good tackler.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a good game plan. And then our rushers are going to have to be disciplined. They can't give up the rush lanes because Lamar's not only is he fast, he's very quick. He can make you miss. So we're going to have to be very disciplined on that end.
And Kevin, how many times have you seen a quarterback with spin moves, can plant his foot and come off in another direction with a split second, and he can hit full speed after 2 strikes? This is the thing about him. He's like a machine. I mean, this is why it kind of intrigues me to watch him play.
Ronbo, people are comparing him to Michael Vick. Well, that's true, but Michael Vick was 6'1". This guy's at least 6'2", 6'3", 225. So it's not like he's some small. He's a pretty compact, strong man. So I mean, he could break that. It's gonna be probably our toughest test.
Oh, no doubt about that.
But I think we're ready. I think we're ready.
And strategy, what you just pointed out, it's all about strategy. Don't do anything stupid, because if you do, he's going to take advantage of you. But if it's a well thought out, perceived plan, and these guys execute, and our guys are pretty good at that, we don't need to be scared. At least I won't be.
Yeah. One question for you. Is Breida coming back this week?
Supposedly, yeah.
Okay. Because I think our best defense is gonna be a running game. I mean, if we can
keep him off the
consistently, I was thinking about this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle next week, if we have close to 50 rushes.
Yeah.
I just looked at the forecast, and it is going to be raining, so it's going to be, some sloppy football. But we love that shit, Ronbo. I mean, we're built for that.
Hey, Kevin, slop means they're going to be affected, especially Lamar, who uses his jet action speed to do what he does. Right. That water will slow him down. Talk about it, Kevin. Right. Yes, let me hear some more, man. I like this. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I could totally see, Tevin Coleman getting 10 to 15 carries, Breida getting 10 to 15 carries, Wilson getting, 8 to 10 carries, and Mostert getting 8 to 10 carries. And you know what I love that Kyle does? I don't know if a lot of people notice this, but we use Mostert more like the end of the half and towards the end of the game because the defense is tired. And, they're chasing around Debo, and they're chasing around Kendrick Bourne and Emmanuel Sanders Kittle. And Kyle brings in, our shifty, Mostert. Quick, who's really hard to tackle. I mean, the way he runs, I don't know what it is, but it looks like he just makes guys miss.
And his navigation as he's going through crowds, I really love watching Mostert work. If he's those 2 or 3 guys, he runs them like a maze. He'll take it right to the house because he's got that kind of speed.
Yeah. And, the previous caller said, this is the same team that lost to the Browns. I mean, they,
I got to go back and watch
the Ravens,
that game.
They're a good team, but every team can be beat, Ronbo. I mean, any given Sunday, the line, we're down maybe 4. I think we're down 4 points.
Is that the spread right now? It's currently 3 or 4. Ravens favored.
Yeah, and they give 3 points for the home team, so it's a toss-up game, Ronbo. But you know what? I think we're going to go in. I think that we're going to be ready. I think that we're going to, we got to get our running game back. I mean, you can't throw the ball when it's wet like that. It's going to be cold and rainy. So our running game, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I know School had a rough game, but freaking Brun School, man, came in and held the fort down. And I think our best line combination was School and Tomlinson, and then Richburg, Person, and Brun School. For this type of game, I know you want to play the best players, and McGlinchey's a first-round pick, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean,
but he did a good job yesterday.
I don't know
he
why
seems
we're
to be getting
playing
better.
with this line. I would just go back to what
was working best.
I know. I know you got college coming in, but I know I've talked a lot, but
we gotta go, Kev. So, but anyway, good stuff though, and we'll see you Friday.
Thank you for what you do, Ronbo.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks for what you do. Shout out, go Niners, and I'm looking forward to being 11-1 next week.
Hey, well, that's the kind of talk I like. All right, Kevin. Let's talk
All right,
Friday.
have a good night, Ronbo.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Hey, a lot of great points being brought up tonight. I know initially I think I just was like in awe as I'm watching this kid blazing down the field, shooting through tackles like they're not even there. I said, what kind of speed does a man have to possess to be able to do that? That's just crazy. So, forget about it. It's Niner Mike. Mike!
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo? How you doing? Hey, that's what you gotta have. You gotta have forget about it speed.
He does. He's an amazing.
Forget about it speed.
He's and they make the comparison between him and Kaepernick. I think he's even quicker than Cap. Once Cap got on his horse.
Oh, he is.
And once Cap got on his horse and got out there, you weren't going to catch him. But this kid, he gets from stride one. He's like got that bullet kind of quickness. So that kind of does concern me. But you know what? I like what people are saying. We'll defense him. But Niner Mike, what are you thinking about yesterday's game and today?
Well, listen, I'll save. I'm going to save a lot of my thoughts on that for the end of the week, Ronbo.
All right. You want to talk about yesterday's game?
First, I want to say, just one hell of a game, and I also want to apologize. I said at the beginning of the week last week that Kittle wasn't going to play. And listen, I had good information on that. I still do. I have a great source in there. And I got to tell you, I don't think people really realize what that kid played through. I mean,
he's got pain.
I'd say 99 out of 100 football players, Ronbo, wouldn't have played with what he played through. You know what I mean? The kid is a beast. He's a phenomenal. He's a difference maker for our team. And it was electric. It was an electric atmosphere. There was a lot of Packer fans out there. They traveled. They were very quiet after about 5 minutes into the game. And it was great. It was great. It was silent cheese. Silent cheese was out there.
It's got to be a new type of cheese. You got your Limburger, you got your Swiss, and you got your silent cheese.
It was a new type of cheese. That's exactly right. Let me tell you. And they didn't want no part of it. I gotta say, to see the team turned up the way they were, it's just impressive. It really is. It really is impressive. The guys played good. I just wish we don't get hurt all the time. The friggin' injuries just suck, It seems like we can't make it through a friggin' game without one of our guys getting banged up. And I just, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt us as we're trying to make, a legit quest for 6. Listen, I know all of us faithfuls, we like to say, the quest for 6 and all that. But this year it's real, Ronbo. This year it's real. We have a real legit shot at the quest for 6. We have a real legit shot to play 2 games at home and go right to the Super Bowl. We have a real legit shot of adding to the hardware that we haven't been able. That elusive 6th championship it seems like we've been trying to chase it my whole friggin' life, for crying out loud. I don't know.
Hey, Mike, you know what? I just want to ask you one thing. Here's the thing. Everybody thought, you mentioned those injuries. I was going to tail off on that. You mentioned those injuries, and of all the people that's still playing, and we're going to week, 12, 13? We're going to, this late in the season, guess who's still on the field? And the kid that nobody wanted to pick up because they thought it was injury prone. It's Nick.
Yeah, I know, Jimmy. yeah, listen, Jimmy Ward is, and there's everybody. It's really, it's amazing.
How they all stay on the field.
He's played fantastic. He's playing fantastic football, Ronbo.
All the injury guys, Nick. Mike, all the injury guys. Jimmy, Nick,
all the
Eric,
injury guys. You're
Klosky,
absolutely right.
all those guys are still on the field. I love it.
Still on the field, and it's amazing, right? You know, I'm sure it has to bring satisfaction a little bit to somebody somewhere, particularly the people that, you know, had a hand in really selecting those guys. You know, I mean, as much as I hate the guy, you know, I'm sure Trent Baalke's smiling a little bit, seeing a couple of his picks come to fruition, you know, after actually being able to be on the field, you know.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, you know, a lot of people, you don't get a chance if you don't get a chance to go to the game. You know, you don't really get to appreciate how dominant the team is or the players are until you're there, right, Rombo?
Absolutely.
When you're there, you see the whole thing. You know, the screen kind of, you know, it
filters out and misses
together,
things.
And you miss all the back end stuff. And I got to tell you, man, as impressive as the front end is and getting after the quarterback, the back end, there's just not a whole lot of separation. Guys are running with guys, and you know, that's it. And I like what the callers had to say earlier, Will and Dre. You know, I really do. You know, everyone was talking about our hard road and who we got to play, but no one wanted to talk about the fact that all these teams got to play us.
Us, exactly.
And, you know,
Mike, we're gonna stop. Mike, let's stop here, and let's do for you Friday. All right, we're gonna get ready for this last few minutes.
Definitely get to you Friday. 10-1, Ronbo. Shout out to the Niner faithful, the Niner Empire. All of you have a good night out there, all right, Ronbo? I love you, man.
Too,
I appreciate you, Ronbo.
I love you too, fam.
All right.
All right. Niner Mike. Let's zoom. Hey, we zoom on over to Ellis. Ellis, man, we're sitting there enjoying yesterday's game. Yeah, and just think about it, Ellis. I was like rolling around in seventh heaven. Everything smelled good, even the bathroom. I mean, the thing is, everything is right, right? And then I turned on the TV. I see what the Rams are doing, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, I hope the Rams at least. I don't want the Rams to win because I hate the Rams too, right? At least let me see his show, put up a showing. I want to see if Lamar Jackson and company are at least human. And I go in, and my worst nightmares are realized. Lamar's running up and down the field as he pleases. Guy had 100 yards. But I'm not. Last time I looked, he had 100 yards, and that was 10 minutes ago, Lamar. I mean, Ellis. See, he's making me crazy. But everybody's making me relax now, though. If we play defense on him properly, he can be contained. He's not just a god. So, but Ellis, what are you thinking about yesterday's game and anything else you want to touch upon? I'm ranting here because I'm nervous. But go ahead.
Well, you know, I kind of was looking forward to seeing, you know, to be honest, I was looking forward to seeing the Ravens lose before, you know, and even though it's the Rams getting a big W, you know, but it was a dream, and that dream has since became a non-reality. And as you can see, Lamar Jackson, they just ran over him pretty much. I mean, like we did, of course, but even a little bit more. But it's expected, and we're going to have to contain him. We're going to have to play our best ball. I think that we have more than enough, and we're more than capable. We just have to do it. I mean, that's what it all boils down to. We got to come ready to play, and, you know, schematically and just everything, you know, as far as, you know, the coaches and everything, we have to come with a plan and just shut Lamar and them down, you know, and we can do it. We can do it. I have full faith. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to play them, and it's the next game. So here goes nothing. You know what I mean? It just comes down to just let's go and let's
execution.
Do it. You know?
Applied execution. Ellis, you know what though? They got a decent defense too, which is also interesting. I don't know. There really is no such thing as a defense going to stop Kyle Shanahan, but they're pretty well. They're pretty seasoned. So it's going to be a nice challenge this weekend.
Yeah, and we have what's that gentleman that I don't know, I can't remember his name. There's safety on the Ravens that I used to hate. He played on the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know why I can't remember his name right this second.
No, it's so funny. Earl Thomas. Yeah, Earl's in seventh heaven. He's right where he wants to be. He can make a difference on a team that's going places. So, okay, that's all right.
Yeah, so I would like to see, George Kittle, if it looks like they're going to be having him doing any spying or how they're going to, how they're going to strategize defensively against us. I'm interested in seeing that and seeing how they're able to not so much about what we're going to do, what they're going to do as well. Because we they have to meet our intensity just as much as we have to, meet theirs and match theirs.
We're more versatile. We got way more going on offensively than they do. So what they see in practice every day is not going to compare what the 49ers are going to throw at them. That's a good point. Excellent point.
Yeah, and I think we're a little bit better coached. I want to say that, Harbaugh, John Harbaugh has been there for a while, and I think we were talking. I heard you talking about earlier. What was it? We were talking about Shanahan needs to go. Oh, there was a gentleman that said that Mr. York needs to go ahead and open up that checkbook. I think that would be. I would think that would be a good idea because at this point, I think we found. I think we found our guy. In Kyle Shanahan. I'm concerned that everybody keeps talking about, Coach Salah leaving and getting a head coaching position. It's like let him get comfortable. Let him have his time with us, and let's get successful. Let's do a year or 2 or 3 and doing well, and then let him kind of get into that. Because then it's like they're putting it in his head. I'm just saying hypothetically, what if indeed we win the Super Bowl and then, he's like, oh, well, I can do it on my own. And, it kind of separates and starts to break apart things. I think that's what happened after we had our run with Kaepernick and things like that. It's like we had players wanting to leave and, we had that unit. So we can keep everybody together. I think
that defense, Ellis, we got to stop there, Ellis, because you know what? I got to tell you, that defense is going to draw so much attention that we may not have to only worry about Salah getting offers from teams unless the 49ers block it. Kasurik, all those guys. That defense is ruthless. It stands out. It's one of the best in the league, and that's why those guys are going to get offers. But 49ers can stop that. Just make better offers. So, anyway, Ellis, let me see this weekend if you get some time.
Okay, most definitely, Ronbo. Thanks. Go Niners. Shout out to the Niner Empire, and let's get those Ravens. Let's bury those Ravens.
Indeed, got to. All right, Phil. Have a good
all right,
night.
champ. All right.
And I said, hey, Big Steve.
Yo, Ronbo.
Steve. Well, Steve.
What's going on, man?
This program started out, we're just going to give, do a regular Monday Night Raw thing. We're going to give report cards on performances and everything like that. And this is the most unusual Monday night. Normally, Monday night games mean nothing to anybody, except for when you're going to play the team next week, and they're the Ravens. So you can give your grades on yesterday's game. And if you got something to say, if the Ravens did to you what they did to me or not, it doesn't, whatever you want to talk about. I'm going to get over the Ravens, though. Hey, I do promise that. Anybody that's watching right now wonder, Rombo's coming apart over the Ravens. I'm just looking at him. But, Steve, what are you thinking?
I mean, you kind of have to look at the Ravens, man. They're the next team we face, and they're the biggest threat that we have this season. I mean, I can't see us facing a team that's more of a problem than the Ravens, the way they run that ball, the way they dominate teams. And I did the same thing you did. I turned on that Ravens and Rams game. I said, "Oh, get out of here with this." I was hoping that it was going to be like a close game, make us look like they're taking our spotlight away, man.
Yeah. Because if the Rams can deal with them a little bit, we should beat them, right? That's what I'm thinking. The Rams can't deal with them, not even a little bit. They're this good? Jesus Christ. I didn't expect all that. But the Rams are quick.
I don't know, man. But on the other side of things, they never faced a team like us either.
That's true. There you go.
I mean, we put an end to the running game, and so one of your callers said if we force Lamar Jackson to play like a pocket quarterback, what I mean, pocket passer, instead of running all over the field.
Yeah. And don't bite on those RPOs.
We'd have a good chance.
Yeah. So that was fine.
But you know what, man? Lamar Jackson reminds me of Kaepernick. And not that I'm saying that he plays the same as Kaepernick, but it's that same type of running quarterback. Remember when Kaepernick first came to the 49ers, man? He was pretty much, unstoppable for the most part. Like, the defenses didn't know what to do with him. He was out there running the ball all over everybody. You remember that divisional round game we had against the Packers, and he was just running the ball down their throat. But what happened to Kaepernick, though? What happened to Kaepernick after this first 2 years? He took us to the NFC Championship game. I think it was twice we went, right? And we lost the second time we went. But what happened after that? He designed the defense. Defenses started to adjust. Yeah. Yep, and that's exactly what I see with Lamar Jackson. Now, not to say that he doesn't know how to throw the ball, because he does, but I don't think that he's accurate enough if you contain him. If defenses find a way to contain him from running the way he does, you put him in a position where now it's, kind of like what they did with Jimmy G. The defenses were forcing Jimmy to throw the ball, and Jimmy's accurate. I don't know if Lamar Jackson can be that accurate if he has to solely rely on his arm. And Kaepernick's numbers fell off, man. Defenses started, they started realizing what was going on, and then they adjusted, and then Kaepernick was just stinking it up out there. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time. And it reminds me a lot of Kaepernick, too, because this is his second year, Lamar Jackson, with the Ravens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he played only like half a season.
And he says the ball was too big for him in the NFL. It's a different ball, right? And he said there were a lot of things he had to adjust to, and he worked on it in the offseason. He does look different this year than he did last year, for sure.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I'm not worried about it. I feel so confident, man. It feels good, man. Victory Monday, like somebody was saying earlier. I mean, it's so good. You wake up and you remember that your team destroyed one of the. Oh, and of course. You know what happens today? I wake up, I go on YouTube, and I'm looking at different videos, and I want to see what they have to say. I'm like, they got to give the Niners their props now. And they're still finding excuses. So, you know what I thought was funny? One of the shows I was watching, one of the guys was talking about how, a lot of them actually were pretty much saying the same thing, especially Stephen A. But they won't give Garoppolo his dues. And they're talking about how the Packers weren't playing this way, and Rodgers was stinking it up. But it's always this thing where every time they say we can't beat a team, and then we beat them, then it's always the team's fault because they didn't do this right. And they were trying to make an excuse because one of Green Bay's linemen was out or something. One of their star linebackers or something was.
So if we'd have lost anybody,
so that's your excuse for Green Bay.
Yeah, because if we'd have lost anybody, I guarantee you, Steve, they wouldn't have bailed the 49ers out. The 49ers, they are who we thought they were. Oh, here you guys go. Here it comes. That's,
And it's a joke. It's a joke because you're trying to say because one linebacker was out, even if he was one of their better linebackers, you're trying to say because of that was the reason Rodgers had all the pressure. No, Rodgers was under fire all night because that defense is dominant. That defense is stout, and we're ready. We're coming. We're hungry. They just don't want to give us those props, man. How about all the guys that we had injured, all the guys that we've played without this whole season? So I think we've had more of our starting offensive line and defensive line out and injured. Quan Alexander's out for the season. Nobody talks about that.
No. Stevie was out of that game.
Winning games.
Yeah. I mean, we had a second stringer out there keeping off Zadarius. And you look at, you got Emmanuel out there. He's playing with broken ribs. He's pretty much a decoy. He had a couple of plays, but he wasn't a big factor. It was about Debo. It was about George. And he's playing with how many guys can play in that kind of pain? And I don't know what it's like to have a chipped bone. Oh, I mean, it sounds vicious.
I don't know either, man, but he had a smile on his face all night last night, man. He seemed like he was having a good-ass time for somebody who's got, like, a knee injury going on, man. He was balling out. I'm so happy, man, to have Joe. I hope he stays healthy, dude. I hope he doesn't have to miss any more games. I hope that knee, stays. Oh, I don't know how he's doing it, but I hope he stays doing it because we still got a lot of football left. We got the postseason coming up. But I wanted to talk about, real quick, man, I just wanted to give props to Eric Armstead.
Steve,
man. Wow, he ball out yesterday.
And everybody agrees, but we're out of time, though. But, Steve, save some of that stuff. Let me get you Friday before we get ready to go into the battle with these guys. Guys, we just already flown over there, too, I guess. All right. Anyway, Steve,
Yep.
I'll look for you this weekend, huh?
All right, Ronbo. Have a good night, brother.
You too, fam. Have a good night. And let's get over quickly to Emilio. Emilio, I hope he's in a quieter spot. I mean, yeah, Emilio, you got to try to see if you can zoom over on these conversations to a little bit quiet. That slamming is really loud coming through your mic. But give us a minute, real quick. Emilio?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, okay, good. Go ahead. What are you thinking here?
No, I'm listening, and it's everything's funny. I'm like, especially you. Come on, man. You got to give me a break. Are you really scared of Lamar Jackson? I done told you before.
That dude.
You're killing me, Ronbo.
I know, but the dude is like, I'm telling you.
You act like you haven't seen a Lamar Jackson in your life ever. You act like this shit is
not
brand new.
recently.
Come on, man.
Hey, Emilio, there's more. You look at Russell Wilson, you look at, what's his name over in Kyler Murray, and there's a few, but Lamar, he ain't like them. This dude's got some moves that even wide receivers wish they had.
Those other guys are way better than Lamar.
Yeah, well, yeah, they got better numbers.
Lamar. I'm sorry. McNabb is better than Lamar. Come on, man.
True.
You're killing me with this shit, dude.
No, you know what? If he wouldn't have been whooping the Rams like he did, and also he beat the Patriots up. He's beaten people up here recently. Kind of interesting. You know what? We could probably bring this to a halt. I'm just intrigued by the bludgeoning he's been doing lately. So what's going on with this?
You give credit. You're just killing me.
Well, yeah.
Honestly, man.
I'm going to stop
You
it.
act like you've never seen a guy before like this before.
Not quite.
You really act like that.
Well, there's similarities with him and Cap.
Man, Steve Young used to run all over the damn place before he started throwing the ball. Come on now, Ronbo.
Oh, I still put Young above Lamar, no doubt.
So okay then. So then let that shit go. That man is not. He's talented, yes, but he's not. He's on somewhat of on the way to be.
Emilio, don't use Steve Young as an example, because then I'll really get scared. I mean, Steve Young's in the Hall of Fame. How many Super Bowls? You know?
Okay, I'm gonna change up the comparison. What happened when Steven got hit? He had to learn how to play the pocket, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you hit
Steve
this
Young.
back, I don't see Lamar learning how to play the pocket. Same thing happened to Cap. Once he got smacked in his fucking mouth, what he had to do? Learn how to play the pocket. He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Lamar's the same way. I'm sorry. I just do not see this dude learning how to play the pocket overnight. It's just not going to happen. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm just wondering why other teams aren't able to stop him. Well, you know what? The Steelers did, and they played great defense. They got blown out by the defensive line or the defense of the Browns. So you know what? He's not. I'm looking at teams that he's beating, and maybe there's no. If he wouldn't have beat the Patriots defense like that, I'd be more relaxed. But he beat Tom Brady's boys, the Belichick's defense.
Okay.
What?
Patriots is not a. Come on, now. It's like saying, the Raiders. He could beat the Raiders. Come on, they're not us, man. I can understand.
That's true. That's true.
I would understand you having your comments in the way that you feel. Come on, man. They're not us. It's not our defense. No matter
we'll get them.
Not the Steelers defense. We're not the Rams defense. It's two different comparisons.
All right. You got me convinced, by the way. I'm sold.
Huh?
Yeah, you got me convinced.
Yeah,
I'm not arguing with anybody. I was just going by. I'm saying, why is it that he can do that? I'm looking at him and say, what the hell, man? Yeah, the Rams defense ain't good, but my God, 40-something points? Good God.
Hey. That reminds me is when we played. Remember when we played the Jaguars? When Kaepernick was a quarterback, and he was just running all over the place like it was a thing to do. It's kind of the same thing. That's what it. I mean, not saying the Rams are that low, but damn, they get close enough.
But see, me though, that's another thing to be concerned with. Since Kaepernick left, this kind of quarterback, RG3s and all those kind of guys, they're not supposed to be able to do anything anymore because everybody's defense has got that figured out. So who is this guy to come in and continue that kind of football and get away with it? So yeah, this is why I'm a little concerned. So what is he doing different?
No, I it's just you kind of realize it stopped for a little bit, and the only one that was still kind of doing it was Wilson. After Kaepernick and all them left, all the two was gone. They stopped running the ball. You see that? All of a sudden, this is another trend coming back. That's why you got Kyler back. That's why you got Kyler.
Well, we'll see. We ran out of time. I got to talk to you anyway. I'll get back to you shortly, just a few minutes after we get through here. Right?
Yeah. I wrote your message, so just hit me back. See what's going on with that. We can figure something out.
All right, get right back to you as soon as we get through here. All right, fam.
Just be ready for Sunday, man. Stop being scared, man. Come on, man. You're making us look bad a little bit, bro. But come on.
The sky's falling. The sky's falling. All right, Emilio, I got to go. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you in a minute. All right. I'm pretty sure they're going to change my name to Ronbo Chicken Little. Hey, Jason.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Jason, man, it's time to. I'm relaxing. I'm calming down. I know I shouldn't have been watching Monday Night Football. The Rams ain't nobody.
I watched every bit of it, but I also watched the Ravens and Browns Week 4 matchup.
That's the best game to watch.
If we take a note, I think what we saw with the Chargers versus the Packers, Joey Bosa and them dominated. Mm-hmm. I think they watch film on that. These guys are staying in the film room like, hey, what was working? What was successful? And what I saw right out the gate is discipline and containment and constant pressure up the middle to kill his running lanes, forcing him to pass. And then on offense, what the Browns did was Nick Chubb ran all over them, and then they used play action for that aggressive defense. So if we can get if our running game is truly back, we might look good against them. With Kittle's back, I hear rumors that D Ford
is going to play.
He's questionable. He may play. I hope he does if he's truly healthy. Man, we got this guy. I told you I like that guy, Jeremiah
Valawaga. Yeah, I like him too. His quickness could be.
We can't lose if it's Blair, if it's Moore. Valawaga, we got so much depth because I believe John Lynch is that part of the defensive mind that keeps us in it. You know what I'm saying? He seeks out guys like Emmanuel Mosley or even the linebacker, Azar, the guy number 51. I can't, Shazar.
Aziz Al-Shir.
Yeah. He's back. He's back too. Yeah. And so we look. I'm not worried about it really. If we can contain, I seen Bosa though get fooled a little bit during the season.
Wasn't that funny? Especially yesterday.
And he's right there. I'm like, if he could just pump his brakes, slow it down, and
take a look.
Containment, we could do it. Armstead and Buckner up the middle. I have faith we can get this done and get on to New Orleans.
Jason, just the defense of Nick. Remember, Aaron Rodgers is an old gunfighter, and that little stunt he pulled on Nick yesterday, that was just mean. And him picking on a rookie. He had the ball all the time. And Nick turned around. I knew where the ball was.
Did it to him too. Week 1, Jameis Winston did it to him too. It's like he faked them out of his cleats. But, we still got guys who recover from that. That's the difference. It's not all on Bosa. Because I've seen times where Bosa got there and missed it, but he caused enough havoc for the quarterback to shift around and get panicky. And then you got Buckner coming, Armstead coming, and you know who's playing like on another level? DJ Jones.
I was talking about him a little while ago.
He's looking like
Grizzly.
Looking like Warren Sapp almost. Like
good comparison.
Oh my Lord! I mean, I've seen him at a time. What was he from? Ole Miss, I think. I remember we drafted him late round.
Fifth
round.
6.
Oh my Lord!
Round 6.
What a steal!
Yeah,
what a
he was.
Steal.
That's Chris Kasura.
About it. But what I noticed the last game against who did we just beat? Damn, I forgot that fast. I'm almost late.
Because they ain't nobody. That's Aaron Rodgers. They're nobody anymore now.
We stopped their run game immediately. If you go back to it, we stopped their run game. Something we haven't done early. Notice early on, we usually allow a run or two, you know. But Jones went up the middle and somebody laid a smack on him.
Did they stop him? I stopped him abruptly. That was DJ. DJ fought off the block and hit him with one arm. Because I remember DJ had his head down. He reached around. Aaron was coming around. DJ stuck one arm out there. Boom! And the rest of the guys came in.
Slow down. He said, slow down there. Whoa, McKeck. Yeah. But, yeah, I like the way DJ's playing along with our other, you know, Julian Taylor was in there doing things. It's not all on one guy. We're a complete team, Ronbo. And the kicker, he's looking like, you know what? That one hiccup he had in Seattle, it might have just been the bright lights because every other kick has been spot on up the
right
middle.
down the middle. Exactly.
So,
Jason,
I'm feeling better about him.
No, and you should. Because I think Robbie's coming back next week. I just wish the 49ers would keep him anyway on retainer somehow. Jason, we got to go, fam.
Yeah.
I'll look for you this weekend.
Good talking to you, bro.
I'll always, fam.
Right.
Night. Peace. And we go to Dade City to check out Omar. Dade City Empire. Omar. Come on in, man.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Just we're sitting there. And just, you know, I like talking about DJ Jones because what's so funny? Omar, the 49ers, like Jason just pointed out, we've been allowing the run, but I noticed about the 49ers, if they put their mind to anything, it seems they can get it done. Because we stopped that run yesterday. And I mean, if anybody was worried, in the first quarter, it was obvious the 49ers said, you guys think we can't stop the run, huh? Okay, well, today we're going to show you we actually can stop the run if we feel it necessary. And it was. And that's Aaron Jones will not be running around talking about how he ran on the 49ers. But Omar, go ahead.
No,
it's all yours.
Now I got something to tell you, man. You need to stop worrying about the Ravens, man, because they're playing the Rams. Rams got no defense.
Apparently.
And like they haven't faced us yet. And let me tell you something, man. I ain't even worried about them guys because they are very beatable.
Yeah.
Because it's the same offense that Kaepernick ran when he played with the Niners. Greg Roman ran the same offense.
Yep.
After a year and a half in there, all the other teams seen film and they started shutting that down. So it's like the other caller said, man, we can't go for the fakes.
Yeah.
Not go for the fakes, just stay in your lanes and stay disciplined, and we can beat these guys.
Yeah, and there's several other things, but that's one of the main things. Don't bite on every little thing they do. Just stay home and wait. Because, we got a great secondary that you won't have anybody to throw to, and that'll be key.
Exactly.
So
their receivers don't scare me. I know they got that guy, man, Hollywood Brown. I ain't worried about him either. Every single receiver we play this year, we have shutting them down. So I'm not worried about Hollywood Brown. I'm not. He don't scare me like that. I mean, Devontae Adams, how many catches he had last night?
Oh, he was very poor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He had nothing. He didn't do nothing to us. Come on, man. He's just
just trying to figure out, did he get anything? I sure pretty much kept him uninvolved. So.
Yeah, hey, let me
ask the chat. Locking around his neck. Let me ask the chat real quick. Listen, if anybody knows how many sacks the Panthers had, because we were tied with the Panthers, Omar. We were tied with the Panthers for sacks going into this week's games. I think we both had 39. So we picked up 5 yesterday, and if the Panthers didn't pick up more than that,
like 44?
We're like number one.
Yes. We have 44 sacks in the league. We're number one.
We are number one.
So like I said, man.
All right.
And I heard it's supposed to be raining over there, and if it's raining, hey man, we can go anywhere and win. You know how we did against the Washington games. It was raining and we won. So I ain't worried about it. I'm really not. And the Niners are for real, and they still ain't giving Jimmy G his props. No, that's okay. That's fine too.
That's it. Jimmy doesn't.
So we're gonna win, man. I'm telling you. Of course, Jimmy don't care, man. Don't worry about Stephen A. Smith. That's his job to talk trap.
He does it well.
He don't know what the hell he's talking about.
God, just
he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Man, that guy's a scrub. He don't know nothing. So, like I said, I see us winning next week, no problem. And we'll be 11-1 going into the Saints game. And Drew Brees is not mobile. who'll be in the pocket, and he's going to be getting hit too. So.
Oh, God, I'm not even worried about him. I have no. Actually, you know what? Get past the Ravens. Omar, do you realize the potential for 15-1 is huge, huge.
Man, you imagine if we win the rest of our games and we could have gone undefeated if we would have beat the
I know, right?
Seahawks.
It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me for a whole 12 months after the season's over, or how many months it gets back to the season. It's gonna bother me to how we lost the game too, Omar. A field goal miss.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, man. Who was that old cool Rex Ryan? Yeah. He said that he sees the Niners win the Super Bowl this year.
Ooh,
he said he's going to see us in the NFC. Like, we're supposed to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. So I think we're going to be there, man. I'm sorry, man. It's been I've been waiting for this for years. So I hope we win the Super Bowl.
It'd be nice. And you know, it's going to be the beginning of a long trend. Because it's like somebody said, you got to sign Lynch and Shanahan for years and keep this thing going for as long as possible.
Hey, what you can do is lock them guys up. We lock them up for long-term deals, keep the same coaching staff, and I know we can't keep everybody, but we need to, I think we should franchise tag Armstead and keep him on the team and just keep our team intact and keep Robert Saleh with us. Yeah. We keep the same guys, and let's build a dynasty. That's all I have to say.
All right, fam. Good timing, too. I'm going to tell you what, I'll see you this weekend.
For giving us, man. I love your show.
Thanks.
And you have a great night, Rombo. And a big shout out to Dade City Empire, man. God bless everybody. Take care.
All right, fam. Thanks a lot. See you later. And there's Omar to Dade City. Let's go. Hey, Robert.
Ronbo?
Hi, Robert.
Ronbo?
Yeah, right here.
Hey, man. Yeah. Gamer for life, man. It's been a while, fam.
Yeah, right? How you been doing?
It's been I good. I can't believe we're 10-1, Ronbo. It's amazing.
I know it is.
Great.
It's an unusual position for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything like this in a long time. But anyway, what do you think about beating Aaron Rodgers?
I know we ate them last night like a we ate them up. We ate them up. We ate them up, man. DJ Jones and Eric Armstead, and oh man, those guys did their job.
You know. We got a nose tackle. You know, DJ Jones is like, the dude is way better than I even knew, you know, because we didn't see him much last year because Earl Mitchell was in the way.
He's good.
God, he's awesome. Crazy good,
man. Oh, man.
He's got a sack.
And then Stephanie Smith and Shannon Sharp and all those guys, they're full of it.
You know, I think they do that for attention.
Jimmy G is not clutch.
You know, it's like I think they do that for attention because nobody's going to pay attention to them much anyway. So, you know, they're on shows where they're the co-hosts. Stephen A. Smith, this is his show. That's the only guy that irritates me. The rest of the guys are just silly. You know, Mike Florio's a jerk because he's a smarter individual than that. That's why I know Mike does that to get a rise, you know. Stephen A. Smith, same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Skip Bayless loves his cowgirls and everything undisputed. To me, Ronbo, they're all a joke.
Yeah. Guys that said, you know what, if we stir things up, we'll get more attention if we just sit here and be honest.
I know. and that one throw to Kittle, that Kittle catch by Jimmy G.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Oh man, it wasn't a total bomber, but it was a good throw.
Well, you know, here's the thing about that play. Did you notice, though, Robert? You watch George Kittle fool everybody, including the viewers. George runs with the flow, and he takes everybody with him, and suddenly he breaks the other way. Well, you know what? That's where the safety's an idiot, and he was, because he should have read that from way downfield. And George and Jimmy just sits back there. You can see that was the plan right from the gate. Jimmy jumps back in position, fires that ball downfield. Perfect.
Exactly.
This is amazing.
Of course. It was just pure perfectness. It was just, oh man. I'm so glad they got Richard Sherman and all those guys. Oh man, compared to last season, man, we're legit, and the haters can go screw themselves.
They're gonna keep talking. So yeah, just prepare yourself for that.
But I know, and well, you know, the Ravens, they won tonight, but you know, I'm kind of scared of the Ravens. But you know what? Let's bring them on.
Yeah.
I hope we can have some feast Raven dinner that day.
Oh, really? And this is good for us. Robert, I want to see, and I hope we beat the Ravens. This way,
Me too.
now.
I really hope so, man. I really hope so. Oh, man.
Because all those guys that are talking, now what are they going to say? They're going to run out of excuses now. It'll be such
They were going to run out of excuses. For sure, they have nothing to say. Skip and Shannon, all those guys got nothing to say. They mean, you see, boys, they'll
only look foolish. They'll only make themselves look foolish. So I really hope they lose. I mean, I hope they win, just so they can just have. Now what, guys?
Exactly. If our defense and our offense can do what they do best, and then Saints will be nothing. Falcons and the Seahawks, we'll hopefully be in the SB.
Yeah, those teams.
For sure,
well,
definitely.
Yeah. And the Saints can't beat the 49ers. Not really. As I think about it more and more, if Breeze is going to stay in that pocket, he's not going to survive that. He's not going to be able to get his game.
No way.
And I know about Michael Rob and all those guys, but no, still.
Exactly.
So I like this.
And we're playing with injuries too, Ronbo. I mean, Sanders and Kittle came back from injuries. We have injuries, but you know what? We're still dominating, Ronbo.
I know.
We are.
I know. I guess,
especially I love this team.
Solid growth of Debo Samuel.
Debo is a beast. He's showing up. Debo is showing up. And so is Drelly. Drelly's doing good too. Drelly's doing a great job.
We didn't see him yesterday though. But yeah, he's still in there. But anyway, Robert, we're gonna go, and I tell you what, it's good to hear from you again. Let's hear from you Friday.
I'm a little gamer. I know. I'll give life on there. Yeah. I know. I should try to call more often, but I'm sorry, Rombo.
No, it's okay. You got there is life beyond the 49ers. It's understandable.
Yeah, I know. How about a shout out, Rombo? Do your Niner thing.
Hey, no problem. For the turn of Robert.
You're awesome. I love it, man. I love it. I always love when you do that. All right. Have a good night, Rombo.
You too. See you Friday.
Hopefully we'll talk to you next time, hopefully.
All right. We're waiting for you. All right.
Bye. Maybe. We'll see. Bye. Good night, Rombo. Bye.
Hey, let's go check out.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
You too, Robert. Bye-bye.
Good night. Have a good night.
All right. Hey, Josh. Where you at, Josh? All right, Josh. Well, Josh is up here. Josh, you got no audio. Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe it's not you. Might be us. Let's see what happens. Okay, bring somebody in, and I'll just say hello. All right. Hello? Hello. Yeah, Josh, I thought I was right. Okay, Josh, your audio's not coming in. Hey, Josh, what you do is check the app. You're missing one.
Rumbo. Unmuted by host.
I'm sorry, Josh. All right, go ahead. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh, how we doing, mate? Long time.
It's been a really long time. All right. Josh, how you been doing?
Yeah, good. Just been watching the 49ers from down here in Oz.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been really excited about this team.
It's been fun, hasn't it? This has been an unreal season, though. This is more than anybody would have expected. Anybody that says that they knew the 49ers were going to go 10-1, and they're kidding. I mean, this is really special. We've beaten everybody, even the Hawks, who are still running around saying, yeah, we're the only team that beat the 49ers.
Yeah,
wait.
If I could just pull my best Stephen A for a minute, let me just correct you on that.
That's him. Funny.
You beat us without George Kittle. You beat us without Emmanuel Sanders, who left midway through the second, if memory serves. You beat us without Robbie Gould, and you only beat us because we had a rookie kicker who missed a 40-something field goal.
And Josh, those are legitimate reasons. Those aren't excuses. Those are legitimate reasons. And the Hawks think that, well, we didn't have this guy and we didn't have that. Whatever you had, it wasn't George Kittle. Okay? 3 of you guys don't equal one George Kittle. God, they don't get it. They're not listening.
No.
That's all right.
I'm excited for Sunday, though. It'll be really interesting to see how these two teams match up.
Yeah, Josh, the more I think about it, I think our coaching staff, I think they're a little sharper than even Harbaugh and his guys. I got a feeling the 49ers have this all figured out. They probably had it figured out weeks ago. They've been watching Jacksonville. They've been watching the Ravens. They know what they are capable of doing, and they probably already got answers. So we may no need to worry. I feel good about it.
Just before I go, I'll give you my grades, what I thought on last night.
Oh, please do. Go ahead.
Yeah. I got home from work. I was really excited to see a high-quality matchup between two high-quality teams, and what I saw was murder.
I know. All of a sudden, you didn't see such high quality coming from the other side of the field, right?
No.
Oh, God. They're better than that. And we just reduced them to that, Josh. You know what? Watch how good Green Bay looks this weekend or the next game. And then it gives you better perspective on how good the 49ers defense really is,
Yeah. Yep.
So. What else, Josh?
I'll be live streaming a sports simulation on the Niners in Baltimore, probably Sunday morning for me, which Saturday sometime your time. It'll be done on twitch.tv/Clunskiller. That's my Twitch channel. So,
all right.
Any fan want to head over and check that out?
There you go. All right. Hey, click on Josh. You've got Twitter, don't you? I believe you do. And I've seen you on Twitter.
Yes, it's
what name are you? You use your name, don't you? You just use Josh, right?
I actually use my school login. What I used to log in at school. It's POLSJ103.
All right. You need to friend up Josh, and that way you can get access to all the other things he's doing. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, Josh. Well, Josh, I'm not talking to you like forever, Josh. I see you on social media and a lot. But it's great to hear from you. It's the sun always shine in Australia. That's amazing. You're in your car, right? All that blue.
Yeah, I'm in my car.
Yeah, God, that's amazingly gorgeous weather. Hey, I just realized something. You're getting ready to have summertime anyway, though.
It is, yep.
Yeah, all right. All right, Josh. I'll look over me a little later. I'll see you online, all right?
All right, we'll do.
All right.
See ya.
Night, fam. Or good night, fam, should I say. Josh is having a night.
Dude.
All right. Bye, Josh. All right. Let's go to, apparently we're going to go to Sacramento, California, and another Josh. Hello. And Jabroni.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jabroni, it's Winning Monday. All of our Mondays are so glorious. We've had one unpleasant Monday. Well, no. Well, yeah, a Monday nighter with the Hawks, but that was made for an unpleasant Tuesday. It's okay. Once.
Yeah.
If we only have to get mad once late in the season, Jabroni, who's got it better than us? I know, I had to do it.
Nobody.
Jabroni, what are you thinking? Give me some assessments from yesterday's game. How delighted were you that we did too? Hall of Fame Joe, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, we destroyed him. We took care of it. Dude, 40 yards in half. Aaron Rodgers has passing 40 yards. We took care of that chump.
100. I think. What do you get? 110 for the game? Maybe 110. Worst game in his career.
Hey, Ronbo, I want to give you a perspective, though. This is what I want you to think about right now. We're going to play the Ravens, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, we're rested today, and we're going to be more rested. Kittle's going to be better at a higher percentage of health, right?
Hopefully.
Now, I want you to think about this for a second. I want you to think about the Niners offense with Garoppolo, with our running game, versus the Baltimore Ravens defense. This isn't Ray Lewis and Ed Reed back there, okay? Now, I want you to tell me, what do you think is what would you rather have? Would you rather, or who do you think is going to put up more points? The Niners offense against that Baltimore Ravens defense, or the Baltimore Ravens offense against the Niners defense? With DJ Jones stopping a run, with the way we played against a Hall of Fame quarterback, who are you going to take? Our offense against Baltimore's defense, or Baltimore's offense against our defense?
That's it.
That's the questions you got to answer.
You put it in that fashion, easy to make a choice on that one.
Right?
Yeah. All right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you put it like that, that's really where the game is going to be won or lost.
Yeah.
You know, if we could score, if we could put up points like 37, 38 points like we did against Green Bay, I don't think they're going to be able to compete with us in our defense. And I think the reason why we weren't able to stop the run before, you mentioned it, you talked a little bit about it before, was DJ Jones. Ever since DJ Jones got hurt, we were having trouble stopping the run. And when he came back in, he clogged up that middle.
Nice.
You know, and I think that with everybody getting healthy, I think we're going to be able to take care of them. I think we're going to be able, they're going to get shell-shocked when they run into our defense because they haven't run into a defense like ours.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think not the Ravens, but the Browns put the D on them, and apparently really well. And we sort of like similar to what the Browns would be as far as the defensive front. You're not going to just run through there like they've been doing to a lot of teams. So, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I tell you what, though, Jabroni. Here's one of the only things I'm concerned with. The fact that the only trouble the 49ers have had this year has been with the likes of Kyler Murray. And then you look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was not really a big problem. He just got away with things, and we made a lot of those errors. They got over on the turnovers. But Kyler actually brought the game to the Niners, and they had to fight tooth and nail to beat him. But then I look at this kid, and I say, you know what, Kyler Murray's left a bad taste in my mouth, and I hope this doesn't get...
Yeah, but Ronbo, you want to know what the difference is between those teams and in this game, the Ravens? The Ravens aren't a division team. Those were division teams. They know us more. That's why they played us differently. They knew us.
Good point.
You know, look what happened when we play Green Bay. Look at what happens when we play outside the division. We destroy these teams.
That's true.
You know, and I think this team doesn't know us. They're going to be focused on whatever the hell they could do to worry about. They're going to be worried about our defense. They're not even going to pay attention to our offense. So I think we're going to put up points because of that. They're not even going to be working their defense to stop our offense.
Yeah,
so I think we keep them off the field and work it that way.
Yeah, they're going to try to stack the box, Jabroni. Like everybody else, they're going to see as the word on Jimmy G, which is very bizarre, and I hope people keep thinking that way. Stop the run. Don't worry about Garoppolo. You can beat him. Oh, guys, we've won 10 games. We didn't win them all through running. God, that's fine.
That's true. That's true.
So.
Well, if we do lose anyhow, like it's an AFC team. We take care of the Saints next week. 2 out of 3 ain't bad with that kind of with the worst schedule in NFL history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they say that's a win. They say the 49ers win 2 out of 3 of those games. They have to be taken seriously because this is the most difficult challenge they've had all season long. If they succeed, the people got to shut up, and leave them alone. That's what I want.
They should be shutting up right now, though, Ronbo.
They should.
Don't wait. Right now, right?
I would 5 games alone, Jabroni. Why do the 49ers have to do so much more than everybody else to get respect? But we're out of time. Jabroni, and be ready for that one. Answer that one Friday, as I'll be looking for you. Okay?
I will.
I will.
Thank you, Ronbo. You take care.
Thank you, Jabroni. You too. Hey, let me rush over there to Nighthawk.
What's up?
Nighthawk, you forgot to add the name. Go ahead. Try again. All right.
What's up?
No Rambo? I wait for that every time you call.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, Zadok, we're sitting here laughing about Aaron Rodgers and the possibility of having lost to the big bad Hall of Fame, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And that didn't happen, Nighthawk, as you know. It's another good time Monday. And, it wasn't even a competition. It wasn't even a game. People got bored from what I heard.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, but you got a good sleep into. Hey, Nighthawk, what does that sound?
I said, you know what? I said, it was good. I said, you know what? I can sleep now. They're winning, so I can go to sleep.
That's right. It was late for you. That was a late game anyway. You're right. It was really late for you.
Yeah, so I woke up, seen the highlight. I said, dang.
Well,
I like Kittle. I like Kittle, man. I'm just telling you, Kittle.
He makes. Boy, this team needs George Kittle so bad. He has to be out there to make the team look like that. The 49ers could be good. The defense is the defense. That's a whole nother separate thing. But for the offense to pop, Nighthawk, what does that sound? Is that your TV?
No, everything is off.
Okay, so that's something else. Anyway, for offense to be at its best and highest level, George Kittle's got to be on the field. Nighthawk, he's going to get paid mad money next year. Crazy money. He's got to.
And, you know, I have to give the gamble. B-Boy is doing good, too.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get better, too.
Yeah. But I was looking at the ESPN, and Wilson was talking in the interview. He said that we gonna be the number one team. We gonna take down the 49ers and take the number one from them.
Who said? Wait. Who said? Who's gonna do that?
Wilson.
Oh no! Oh, you mean ESPN and the networks are saying this? Yeah, I know. Mike Florio said it yesterday.
Yeah, they were talking to him. They were talking to him after the game when they beat Philly. They said that we're going to be the number one team in the West Coast. In the NFL.
Yeah, well, that's going to be interesting to see.
And then he said, we go in every game to get that home field.
But, that's normal. Everybody wants the home field advantage, though. But can you do well enough to get that home field advantage? That's another story. They got an easy schedule.
You got lucky by a fucking field goal.
I know. That's going to bother everybody forever. They got to play the Vikings. Maybe, Nighthawk, just maybe the Vikings will finally play 4 quarters of decent football and beat Russell Wilson. Because I still don't think the Hawks are very good. I don't know why they keep winning. Shoot.
They always win by a close game. But you know what? Forget them. It's all about the 49ers. But I got we beat the shit out of Green Bay.
All that cheese, it was all spread all over Levi Stadium. They were out there with the little stupid hats on, and they still couldn't cheer about nothing. Man, get out of here.
We got GBG, and we 10-1.
That's right, and having lots of fun. Yes.
So I want to give a shout out to the Nighthawk clubs like Sheik, Bashar, and everybody in the Nighthawk club.
All right. Nighthawk is back. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and give you a shout out too. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For the Nighthawk.
Oh, yeah. Before I go, hit that like. I'm out.
Thanks, Nighthawk. Talk to you later. Ooh, hey, where's Dave? I was supposed to do his song. But meantime, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Big show. Come on in here. And if anybody has comforting things to say about my anxieties concerning one Lamar Jackson, it has to be the Big Show. Hey, Show, come on in, man. And also, anything you have to say about last night's game?
Yeah, of course. In the words of Aaron Rodgers,
RELAX. Relax. You are freaking out over a gimmicky quarterback. And let me break Lamar Jackson to you before I get down to the game last night.
All right.
As your resident college football expert in here, the style of quarterback that Lamar Jackson is only works in college, because Lamar Jackson's division that he was in, if your team does not have a 5-star recruiting or a 5-star defensive team, then of course he's going to look pretty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take the Ravens a little while to succumb to the realization that Lamar Jackson is Colin Kaepernick 2.0. He has Colin Kaepernick written all over him, and it's going to take. And this is his second year. The AFC is pretty much a weak conference right now, because the only legit defenses in that division are
Steelers,
the Bills, and the Patriots. And yes, Lamar beat up the Patriots the past few weeks. But
yeah, that's what freaks me out.
If you go back and look at Lamar's progressions, Ronbo, a lot of his progressions go down to his tight ends, or he checks it down to his running back, or he takes off. And that's exactly what Colin Kaepernick did.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is a horrible pocket passer, Ronbo.
Yeah.
If you take the run away from Lamar Jackson, he is done. He's nobody. And that's what we're good at doing. We're good at taking the run away from teams, and we're good at getting to the quarterback. And Lamar, when you make Lamar Jackson a pocket passer, he's toast, because none of his receivers can separate. Yes, Marquise Brown,
Hollywood, yeah.
He rarely gets separated. He actually occasionally gets separation. You never hear about him in the regular season, because Lamar
today's
Jackson
the first time I heard about him.
Legs.
Yeah, I've not heard much about him all year.
And if you look at the stats of Lamar's last few games, they're gimmicky, because he has a few games where he's thrown a little over 200 yards, and that was against the Bengals, who's a complete team, who's a team in the tank right now. Basically, they're tanking. Against the Texans, they basically just dismantled their defense by trading away Clowney, and
that's right.
J.J. Watt is hurt.
Yeah,
and the Browns, they're trash. The Browns are trash.
Yeah,
the Cardinals are trash. Yeah. They have no defense. Those were his games where he's thrown a little over 200 yards. And a majority of the progressions were to his tight ends and to his running backs, and occasionally a wide receiver here. They're like Willie Snead or somebody. It's gonna take it's gonna come back to eventually bite the Ravens in the ass, like it did with Colin Kaepernick did to us.
Yeah.
Like the
Chargers,
he's a horrible pocket passer.
You know what's funny? Chargers last year did the same thing. The first time he saw the Chargers, he ran over them, like he does a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And the next time he saw the Chargers, they shut it all down. So yeah, it is something, that I feel good about.
We have nothing to be concerned about Lamar. He's a gimmick. He's an attraction. Like basically, I don't know, to get more money to the Ravens or something. I don't know. A lot of I don't know if I told you this before. A lot of teams and GMs asked Lamar Jackson to switch to a running back, because that's what they saw him as.
That makes him
as a
so
running
mad.
back. He's not a quarterback, and that is exactly why he fell the way he did. He was picked up in like the 31st spot or something like that. The Ravens actually traded up and got him.
Yeah, he was the last.
Yeah, he's nobody. A lot of teams pass on him because they don't see him as a pocket passer, and that's what you need to be in this league, as a pocket passer, an accurate one too. And he's not accurate. So you need it. Everyone needs to relax on the Ravens.
There you go.
They're not, and the only thing that's going to kill us is penalties, or if we look like we're asleep out there.
Keep those helmets
we can't
off.
do that.
Yes, and don't hit him on the ground. God, that's true. He is going to get
That's
hit.
the one thing I fear about the most. That's the one thing I fear about the most, is we look like we're asleep out there because we're already a 10-1 team. Like we can't slack off the rest of the season.
No,
you know.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Because we're on a Super Bowl run right now.
That's right. And I got the feeling the guys are all dialed up into that, too. I got a feeling they're all in the mindset now that we have done anything yet, and there's so much more we could get done. They believe in themselves now. So, yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
That issue's done.
And as far as the game goes and the grades goes, the offense is still a work in progress. I mean, Debo's he's still a flower waiting to blossom. Emmanuel Sanders has obviously helped us out a lot, so I'm giving that a B- on offense. Our defense obviously gets an A because they always carry us over every game, and
that's true.
Especially against pocket passing quarterbacks. I mean, running quarterbacks do keep us honest, but Lamar's nothing to worry about, especially if we have a healthy defense. So
all right, so we're out of time.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got to say. And shout out to everyone. Y'all have a good night, and again, happy Thanksgiving.
That's right.
All right, take care.
All right, night show. Yeah, I think that I need to see us in the first quarter so I can relax. I can't wait for this game. I know I'm going to be basket case up until then. I'm going to try, but thanks to you, I'm okay. I'm feeling a lot better now. Kai Ritchie! Yeah! You know that rapper that you'll hear at the end of my videos when we do them, especially one-on-one? Kai has a message here. He says, yo, I need your help. If my 49er anthem hits 100,000 views, they will spin it at halftime on our next home game. Fam, KY, and you see it already. You already see it in the chat. If you're not in the chat, it's KY. Don't separate. KY Richie. KY and then RICHY. Right? Yeah, hey, Richie, is he talking about 100,000 views? Are you talking about Twitter? You talking about Instagram? You talking about Facebook? Specify so people know exactly where to go, and put a link up if nothing else. All right, Kai Ritchie, man, 100,000 views. It is an. Stop it. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, Kai Ritchie, you search him out. And all social media. That's KYRICHY, and go get him. All right. Hey, and Jordan Barron says Stephen A. Smith is a real dodo bird, I swear. Everybody agrees, too. All right. Hey, Jordan, thanks for that money, man. Hey, Charles, come on in, Charles. Charles. Feeling fine, feeling Monday. Hey, every Monday we get to feel like this, so feeling great, except for the one Monday. But otherwise, it's another great day.
Isn't your Monday's 10 times better when your Niners win?
And Monday's not everybody's favorite day, right? It's the worst day of the week. But for us, for 49er fans, it's the best day of the week. We're still thinking about Sunday.
Hey, before we start, can you let me know when I get halfway through my I want to talk about the Ravens, but I also want to talk about the Green Bay. Can you do that for me?
Charles, there's something going on in your connection. Hey, and also, if you're on speakerphone, don't use that. All right, go ahead.
You're better?
That's a little clear. That's a little better. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, can you tell me when I'm halfway done with my session? I just want to kind of get half and half with Green Bay and Baltimore.
Okay. All right, go ahead. You got a couple of minutes until your halftime, so go ahead.
All right, so during the Green Bay game, I kind of got flashbacks from, remember that I've never seen we put more of a football clinics like that with defensively.
Ain't that the truth?
Alden Smith did that to RG3 in the wrestling on Monday night. That was just brutal.
True. I forgot about that game.
I know. And then everyone was just getting popped everywhere. Some people just keep falling on their asses. If you saw that one play with when Rodgers rolled out left and it was a third down, he threw it and Devontae Adams was wide open. Was open between three defenders. He dropped it because he was like, if I catch this, I'm gonna get popped. So I'm just gonna play it safe and live another day.
He's smart.
It was like that all day.
It was a brilliant defense. No, I'm listening. It was a brilliant defense. And you also remember that play that Rodgers was about to throw, and he also saw the receiver was covered. And I don't know how he did it, but he threw, and the ball got out of his hands. But for some reason, I don't know if he did it telepathy or what, the ball just dropped to the dirt. I said, how did he do that?
Oh, was it Jimmy Graham?
I don't know who it was, but somebody was covered, and I guess he didn't see him until the last second, and he threw that ball into the dirt. But I cannot believe that was his original intention, but it was amazing.
Fred Warner, oh my! I know it's early right now, like the second year, but he might be a top 2 linebacker in the game. He's just showing up and showing up.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the top in the league. So he's a smart guy too. It's not like he's just physically gifted. Fred Warner's clever.
I'm not gonna lie, he was talking some trash to Aaron Rodgers, and I'm like, oh damn, it just got real. He just arrived.
Charles, you're at the 2-minute point. You got a couple of minutes left if you want to go to the next thing you were going to talk about.
All right. So first of all, I know everyone's worrying about Lamar Jackson, and we should. He's by far the MVP. But if I were Paula, the defense, I heard it's going to be raining, right? Correct?
No, that's what I'm hearing now.
So if it's raining, what's the one thing every team does when it's raining? They run the football.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, the Patriots, I know we're not the Patriots, but they run man coverage every down. So I'm saying we full out stop the run and make Lamar Jackson throw a wet ball every down.
We could get a lot of turnovers. I agree with that.
Because when Jimmy G threw a wet ball, when both quarterbacks threw a wet ball, it wasn't looking good.
No.
But and then what does every team do against Patrick Mahomes to keep him to when they play against him?
What do you mean?
They run the football.
Oh yeah.
They run the football. They run
keep
the
him
football.
on the bench. Yeah.
Keep him on the bench.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're gonna have to run the ball 40 times. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but I have faith Kyle Shanahan will somehow. I don't know somehow he will scheme some things up and keep Lamar on the bench for like 8 minutes and just totally dominate time of possession.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be a formula. If you get that to work, and that's, you know what, no matter whether it's raining or not, you want to do that if you can get away with it. Keep the other guy, keep the offense off the field, like we did kind of yesterday with Lamar. I mean, not Lamar, with Aaron Rodgers. So, because that was complete beatdown. They've not been beat. No one's ever beaten. Well, he already said it. Nobody's ever beaten Rodgers like that. So.
No, that was. He played. Apparently, that was his worst game ever.
Apparently, it was. Yes.
That was not if. That was.
Charles,
and
we're gonna go.
I don't know why.
Well, there's lots of reasons, but we got to get. Let's get into more Friday, okay?
All right. Oh, are you going to be back Friday?
Yeah. We always get this pregame talk.
I'll see you then.
All right. Be looking for you, Charles. Thanks for getting in here. Good night. And let's go back to Josh in Sacramento.
The Ronbo?
Yeah. Hi, Josh.
It's Shanil.
It's who?
Shanil.
Oh, Shanil. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe something else came up.
You've been calling me Josh.
I know. Oh, it was you? You were there the whole time? I don't know. Maybe your ID came up differently or something. I don't know. This my producer wrote down. But anyway, hey, listen, Shaleo. So you know what we're talking about here. We're going over last night's game, and it just happened to be Monday night. We had to notice because we're playing those clowns, or should I say that team Sunday. So, whatever you want to talk about, what grades for yesterday's game. And we don't, no one know what he did. No, we didn't give out any game ball yesterday. Even I didn't do it yet. But I'm going to do it. Look, Shanil, what do you got? What are you thinking?
I think game ball would go to Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right.
For the 2 touchdowns he did.
All right.
One to Debo and one to George Kittle.
Yeah.
I think Garoppolo gets the game ball.
And that's all it took.
And no
that would have been
interceptions.
14. And no INTs, yeah. So that's true. Hey, how about defense? You got a defensive guy that's going to give the ball too.
Defense A plus.
2.
Oh, game ball?
Any one player, yeah. Anyone, because it's hard to pull out, especially the 49ers defense. You know, you look at Eric Armstead had a monster game. You look at DJ Jones stopping that run. You look at Bosa sucking up 3 and 4 offensive linemen and a tight end.
I think the game ball goes for the defensive side, Ronbo. I think
Fred.
Game ball goes to I think Nick Bosa.
They give it to Bosa, yeah.
We did a terrific job drafting this guy, and this guy started the whole movement of that line. This guy is the main guy in charge. Absolutely. I don't want to say, you know, D Ford isn't in it, but Nick Bosa brings the pressure.
He's in there every snap.
Nick Bosa brings the pressure, and then they bought D Ford, and you're seeing this D line, and everybody's so motivated to go after the quarterback. Armstead is getting better, and he was a draft pick, right?
He's a first round draft pick. In Jimmy T's year.
You saw that yesterday. Armstead is eating. Buckner is eating. Everybody on that D line is eating, and it starts with Nick Bosa. Even Nick Bosa brought the pressure, and this defense is on a whole nother level. I'm going to say this: we should be in the Super Bowl this year. Of how good this freaking defense is.
It's looking more and more like that. No matter what people say, no matter what the NFL Network say, it's actually looking more and more like that. We're going to see it in 2 or 3 weeks, and they'll stop talking about it being any other way.
You know what? I like it, Ronbo. I like how they're talking shit about us. Saying we're not playing any good teams, and that idiot, Stephen A. Just talking out of his ass.
Every day.
Every day. I like that because the whole time I've been watching First Take and all these other guys. It's just Tallis, cowgirls. Just cowgirls.
How about them Cowboys?
Cowgirls. Oh, he didn't have a glove on. They weren't prepared. You know, I don't want to hear that shit. We're just gonna keep winning. And shout out to Jed York for being a CEO and sitting in that room and not getting involved like that idiot Jerry Jones.
Yes. Isn't that's the gospel truth?
He needs to give Kyle Shanahan I don't care, a mega contract. I don't care, for 6 years, 10 years, you name it.
Yeah, add 4 more. Right now. Don't wait. Add 4 more.
No. Don't add 4 more. Add 10 more.
Well, yeah.
Add 10 more.
But I don't know if they want to. I hope they want to stay with us. But, you know.
Atlanta made the biggest mistake of getting rid of Kyle Shanahan, and it's going to bite them in the ass.
Yeah, because they didn't give him a long enough contract.
We're going to be in the Super Bowl this year. Yeah. I think so. We have the team. Forget about the waiting. It's now. I think it's now.
And Kyle's the kind of coach, no matter, he's going to keep personnel. He can make
Kyle didn't even care which quarterback he got.
I know.
Like that's
well, he kind of did. He wanted Kirk Cousins. We got lucky on that.
He wanted Kirk Cousins, but you know he's starting to realize with Jimmy G. He's starting wow, he's actually taking blame. Jimmy Garoppolo is the type of guy that he learned from New England from Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He doesn't blame his receivers. He was taking some of it's his fault.
No, he's a very humble kid. And I tell you something, Shalil, you're just seeing we're just scratching the surface. Jimmy G has a lot of upside, and more so than Kirk Cousins. In 2 years, Jimmy G is going to be one of the most respected, and I say next year is probably going to be the case, even this year. But a little while later, it takes about a year to get really good in Kyle Shanahan's system, and this is Jimmy's first year. Next year, Jimmy G respect and era gets fully underway. So, got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
So we got to go though.
And what about these? And what about these same old sorry ass Rams?
So you got to say, you get ready to talk about. Hey, listen, you got to save it because we're going to talk about that this Friday because we're getting ready for that same old team that you're getting ready to talk about. So
before I leave, Ronbo, shout out to the Niner Empire, and Jimmy G's about to play a full freaking season. I'm out. Later,
that's right.
Later, Ronbo. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's right. Thanks, fam. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. We'll see you Friday. All right. And there it is. fam, we're going to wrap up here. And go ahead. Hey, fam, hit that like and search him on all your social media. K.Y. Richie. K.Y. Richie. Write that in. No matter what social media, he's on all of them. And see what's going on with him. He'll have a message there waiting for you. All right? And I can't wait to see it Friday. I want to thank you tonight for calming me down, fam. I'm telling you right now, I was really concerned as I kept watching in horror. I'm glad nobody was watching me or filming me while I was watching the game because I had to look like I was terrorized. Because I'm looking at this guy. Oh, Jesus. Rams, you can't do anything about that? Is really? It's like watching a horror movie. I don't understand. Why can't they do anything about it? Whoa, it's good. But after talking here, I feel a little more comforted. Thanks, fam. Appreciate that. If you ever hit the like, please, and I shall see you this weekend. We'll talk more about the frightening aspect of Lamar. He's not that scary. I'm just kidding. I'll see you Friday. Niners!